It's a storm, it's a gale, spinning tails like hurricanes. Through the laughter and the hail, humor makes the heavy rains. Casino money lost in the whirlwind of thought. Tarzan's in the jungle, clapping cheeks uncaught. Jesus had low T, but we turn it up high. On allegedly lane, we let the limits fly. And the wind and the wet, hurricane of talking shit, bringing life through every skit. In the eye will always fit. We're laughing in the storm, dancing in the rain. Life's a punchline, or maybe a hurricane. Every chat, every comment fuels our spree. This live wild ride is where we'll always be. We're the wind and the wit, hurricane of talking shit, bringing light through every skit. In the eye will always fit. We're laughing in the storm, dancing in the rain. Life's a punchline, or maybe a hurricane. Every chat, every comment fuels our spree. This live wild ride is where we'll always be. It's a storm, it's a gale, spinning tails like hurricanes. Through the laughter and the hail, humor makes the heavy rains. Casino money lost in the whirlwind of thought. Tarzan's in the jungle, clapping cheeks uncaught. Jesus had low T, but we turn it up high. On allegedly lane, we let the limits fly. And the wind and the wet, hurricane of talking shit, bringing life through every skit. In the eye will always fit. We're laughing in the storm, dancing in the rain. Life's a punchline, or maybe a hurricane. Every chat, every comment fuels our spree. This live wild ride is where we'll always be. We're the wind and the wit, hurricane of talking shit, bringing light through every skit. In the eye will always fit. We're laughing in the storm, dancing in the rain. Life's a punchline, or maybe a hurricane. Every chat, every comment fuels our spree. This live wild ride is where we'll always be.
What's good, hurricane of homies? It's another Tubular Tuesday, back for a big party. This right here is my guac guy Sam, El Salmonier, senor, and I am the tortilla talker. Shoulda go gasolina.
I forgot that chose Totodile from my side, and I was about to ask you why is Totodile on my side.
Who else would you have picked?
Ditto.
Ditto? Ash's dad? You want to be Ash's dad, dude?
Dude, I feel it, man, because Ditto probably would have been a better dad than my biological dad would have.
Yeah? Because you could have turned into a Gardevoir or a low bunny. Let you hit.
Fire,
Yeah,
dude.
they let you hit. Ain't no love like letting the sun hit love.
Hey, Dad, can you turn into my date next week? Because I need to practice.
Mm-hmm. Why is Lopunny just a furry Mewtwo, bro?
That is kind of wild.
It's if Mewtwo put on a Halloween costume as a bunny, that's Lopunny. Think about it.
Time out real quick.
Okay.
Does it make you gay to say that Mewtwo kind of thick?
No, I think Mewtwo's androgynous, so I think that makes you neither gay nor straight. I think that makes you addicted to shapes.
Okay, fair enough.
You like the shape, like silhouettes.
Yeah.
Silhouettes are hot sometimes.
Yeah.
At my job, there's a tanning booth across the street. Okay? And sometimes when it's dark outside and they're still open, you can see the lights, the women getting undressed in the window.
That's creepy.
No, you don't see them because it's like misted out, but you see the silhouettes. And then they get in the bed and you're like, I know what's going on. Just all types of nudity going on over there. Why do I work over here? Right? Yeah, unbelievable. Don't give me spy cameras. Okay, let's talk about what the world wants us to talk about, dude. I mean, there's
Super
nothing
Bowl,
going.
The kicker should have been the fucking MVP.
Nope. Let's talk about what's really important to society. It's not the war in Iran. It's not the war in Ukraine. It's not fucking the Jews. Okay? It's none of that. What it is there was a Mexican guy speaking Spanish at this halftime show. Last year they had a black guy speaking Ebonics. You can't even understand him. Kendrick Lamar. Remember when he was all mumble mouthing? You know what I mean? And now this year they got a guy literally not speaking English.
I thought they didn't do the halftime show this year.
What do you mean?
I just scrolled TikTok for 20 minutes and ate tacos.
No, you didn't, bro. No, you didn't. You watched him get down and go, burrito, taco,
Hey,
guacamito.
what are you talking about when they had Mexican Adam Sandler up there doing jokes?
Yes. When he fell through the stage
I didn't
for
know
no
that was
reason.
a Super Bowl show, dude. I thought he was just up there doing the stand-up comedy.
No, it was a skit. It was a skit.
Oh.
It was a skit.
Okay.
Yeah. So like when he was up there and he was like, piñata, fiesta, Taco Bell, burrito, baja, brazo grande, wa cha cha cha. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When he was just up there spitting the Spanglish, dude.
Yeah.
But at one point he threw in a God Bless America.
See,
So
and
that was pretty cool.
I laughed at that. I thought it was a joke. I thought that was like a whole punchline.
Well, the fact that he doesn't believe in God.
No, just, fucking everything was in... I thought he made a joke, and that's the only time I laughed, was whenever he said, God bless America. I was
Did
like,
you know
I
that
bet
white
you
lady was
funny.
Lady Gaga? I thought Lady Gaga was supposed to be hot. I didn't know Lady Gaga had a fucking schnoz on her.
It depends on her outfit. and
Did
shit.
you see the schnoz on Lady
I
Gaga?
can ignore that.
Bro, the schnoz? You better have huge meat if you want to get a blowjob from her, otherwise she's going to be poking your underbelly. You know what I mean?
Like a woodpecker, dude.
Yeah, dude. I mean, she could use the bridge of that nose to hold up my fat belly. I know that. You know what I mean? Support system. Like a truss on a bridge.
What's your neck rated for, bitch?
Yeah. Are you doing football workouts to keep that neck heavy? Because I got a fat chunker to sit right on that schnauzer.
You be doing neck extensions?
Bro, and the thing is I'm
That's
assuming...
crazy that you mentioned that, because on my way here, bro, I swear to God, I see the most crazy built bitch ever.
Yeah.
Driving ever. Dog, okay. She's driving a Jeep, all right?
Yeah, well, I bet rubber ducks.
No ducks, surprisingly.
What?
All right.
She's not a real Jeep driver.
Yeah, she probably got it new or something.
Suppose she probably snorted the ducks.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, so you know how there's seats are actually kind of lower, you know what I mean?
Are we sure?
All right. Well, her shoulders were at where the shoulders should be on a seat, you know what I mean? But her head was touching the fucking roof, dog. Her neck was long as fuck, dog.
Well, she's
You
probably
could
one
tuck
of
your
those
dick from
tribes.
across the fucking room or some shit, bro.
She's designed for roadhead.
Up and over the stairs.
They call her a giraffe galopper.
That's her husband's Jeep that he just bought. Okay,
Yeah.
now we're figuring out the story here. Chad.
She's a giraffe glucker.
Fair enough, dude.
I don't know why that second word was so hard for me. Glucker.
I just let it ride, dude.
Draft glucker.
Draft clucker.
Gluck, gluck, gluck. Draft style. Not draft style, giraffe.
I thought you said draft style.
Draft.
Draft. I was like,
Giraffe.
it's kind of drafty in here. You're not wrong, cuz.
Giraffe.
Giraffe rig?
What a cool Pokemon that gets no love. And then they gave it a goofy ass new version.
Rigoraph or whatever?
Fair frig.
Rigoraph?
Yeah, whatever the fuck. Fagoraph.
It's pretty dope. I do like the concept.
No. They should have done it the other way. It should have been
How do you feel about the dinosaur versions of the dogs?
either trash, dog shit, fucking throw them in the sewer, never bring them up again.
Suicune look dope.
No, it doesn't. They
Suicune
all look
look dope.
trash.
I did not like Entei. Suicune
The
look dope.
Raikou one is a disgrace to all things.
What, the long neck motherfucker?
Yeah,
bro? I think you was so mad
yeah.
about that, bro.
Come on, bro. I got the dogs right here. I got the dogs right here.
Yeah, but Suicune.
These are cool.
Suicune looked hard as a T-Rex Raptor type deal.
No, I didn't, bro.
I'll,
no, I
I'll
didn't.
disagree with you on that.
We could disagree, and that's fine, because that's what happens in real life. You can disagree and still like somebody. Internet?
Crazy.
Weird.
You know what? Actually, after I thought about it for a second, I kind of fucking hate you.
Hell yeah, maybe we can work together.
Yeah, this is for legal purposes.
Yeah.
We only do this podcast on business obligations from here on out. We're no longer friends.
Yeah, I signed a 10-year deal with this fucking goofy.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Unbelievable.
And
Who
I
was my
snuck in-
agent at the time? Clearly not the Schnauzer.
And I snuck in fucking plus infinity, so he didn't.
What?
He didn't know
Infinity? Is that even real?
Yeah, legal terms. Yeah,
So
you
if I-
signed it, so it's real.
So if I make an afterlife podcast, if the devil
Like,
sets
bro,
me up,
in the next reincarnation, I'm your podcast host, cuz.
dude, we're just gonna be two caterpillars just chilling on a branch doing a podcast for the birds.
Yeah, dude. Don't fucking eat us, guys. We're actually kind of fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
you wait till I liquefy myself and turn into a butterfly.
Yeah, dude. Once at that point, I'm already cooked in 2 days, anyways.
That pissed me off to learn that, by the way.
What?
That caterpillars don't evolve into the butterfly. They fucking liquefy and then just
Yeah,
restructure themselves.
That doesn't piss me off. That really makes me ask questions.
Like, how the fuck do you liquefy in the mortal soup?
Deleted Reddit on January 1st. It's a good year. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Roto-jub.
What does that got to do with anything, big dog?
I think he's saying his mental health is in a better spot.
Well, I'm glad about the mental health thing, but like, what did Reddit have to do to it?
People are do nothing but argue on Reddit. You can say
When
something
was,
like,
did we bring up Reddit?
no, but I did bring up that nobody gets along and everybody hates each other because of differing opinions on the internet.
Yeah, and that's actually yeah. Yep. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
So he's
yeah.
on. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
we're on the same wavelength.
Y'all are good. I
Roto-jub.
got ADHD and I'm
Yeah.
autistic. So
See,
like, yeah.
you don't get the nuances of Reddit. You can say the sky is blue and somebody will go, not if you're colorblind, dumbass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're colorblind, the sky's not blue, you fucking retard.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, you must just live with your parents and suck dick on the weekends for extra cash because you think the sky is blue for
Why are
everybody.
you yelling at me, dude?
No, dude, this is Reddit.
Oh.
I'm a character. I'm Reddit right now.
Oh, so this is why motherfuckers in the Destiny community be blowing up, because it's like, oh, on Reddit they're going wild about this. That's all I ever hear in the YouTube videos about Destiny. It's like how the fucking community's failing. Meanwhile, I play the game and I'm like, the gameplay's so fucking solid. What are we talking about?
Yeah. That's pretty much it. What up, the
Okay.
crazy Sparky? Yeah, but basically what I just did was a Reddit chat comment section. Somebody
Okay.
just simply goes, the sky's really blue today. It was blue today. It was beautiful. And somebody goes, oh, so you just fucking hate colorblind people, you fucking piece of shit.
Of course. Why wouldn't we?
Oh, you think just because your retina sees the sky the way you see the sky, everybody sees the sky the same way as you? What if I live in an area with clouds, you piece of shit?
It makes
Don't you
me-
know about weather?
It automatically makes me better than you because I can be an electrician and you can't.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are you? Oh, you think you've mastered electricity?
Yeah.
You didn't. You're not Zeus, you fucking pussy.
I'm Odin, cuz.
No, you're not, dude. You're not Zeus. You're not Odin. You're just a guy. You're just some guy that's reading Reddit just like me. You're trash. I'm trash. We're all trash. You're nobody.
He's still
I'm a
on Reddit.
nobody.
He's still on Reddit chat.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, now act like Twitter.
Act like Twitter.
Yeah.
Obviously, electricity is a construct created by the Jews. Okay.
That was a crazy turn.
Benjamin Franklin discovered electricity with a kite and a key, but the Jews control the weather. So who really discovered electricity? Obviously, the Jews.
I'll never get how people have the time to unemployed. Probably. That's my guess. Unemployed.
Well, I don't even think most of them probably.
Do not bring up the juice on stream. Saucer tops is what we call them, actually.
I call them schnauzers.
Or that. I feel
Yeah,
like that's worse, but yeah.
the curly Q schnauzers.
All right.
Whatever we want to do. Come on, we can be cool here. I just watched the coolest commercial during the Super Bowl, bro.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
Black people know what it's like, dude.
Dude, they know what it's like. They know what it's like. If you're a kid who looks absolutely nothing like a Jew, just a regular white kid, and you're walking down the hallway of a school, I don't know what school this is, because I went to a racist school and they didn't treat the black kids like this, so I have no idea what the fuck school this is. But there's just a kid walking down the hallway and everybody is looking at him all crazy, like, oh, are we gonna tell him? And somebody slaps a Post-it note, and he takes his book bag off and it says, dirty juice. Right? But we know what it really said. And then a black kid with an afro that's way too tall for his age walks up to him and goes, blue Post-it note on that ugly Post-it note. Because it's the George Floyd thing all again. Post a black square if you're an ally.
Yeah. You saw the gay nor the racist one.
Well, here, I'll describe the commercial for you exactly as it was. I turned on the TV. Super Bowl. Sam Darnold throws an incompletion. Okay, they're about to punt, so it goes to commercial.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
the kicker's putting the team on his back with 15 points and cannot be voted for the fucking MVP of the
That
Super
has
Bowl.
nothing to do with the problems of society, so don't bring it up.
It is problems of society. Dude.
Okay? So, no, that's a problem with sports betting.
No,
Vegas
that's
had an
not,
issue.
That's not sports betting. That's the NFL not fucking realizing that kickers can win games too.
Well, did you know that this
He
was
won that game for them, bro.
Yeah, and he was also the highest rated person to be MVP after the first half, so everybody bet on him to be the MVP after the first half, and that's why he didn't win MVP.
Yeah, you couldn't vote for it. No, you want to know? It goes even deeper because I went to vote for it because I was like, okay, no, I looked up the stat.
We'll be back to this. I have to tell him about the commercial.
Okay.
Okay, keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's just a kid, a normal looking kid. He doesn't look anything other than normal, is walking in a hallway, and every other student is looking at him. Two cute girls are like, then some guy says in the background, somebody say something. And then somebody comes up and slaps him in the back. And then he gets to his locker and he takes his book bag off. And when he turns his book bag around, there's a Post-it note that says, Dirty Jew. I didn't write that. The commercial did. Okay? And then a tall giraffe-looking black kid with a weird afro walks up. And he goes, and he puts a blue Post-it note on top of that Post-it note that says Dirty Jew. And he goes, don't let them get to you, man. I know what it's like. And then the words, anti-Semitism is real pops on the screen. And then he goes, support and the fight against anti-Semitism. Post a blue square. That was a commercial. They paid millions of dollars. Hey, I didn't know they liked spending money like that. Okay, but apparently it was important enough that we all needed to know that some students get bullied.
Let's be real here. That was paid for by the United States government.
Yeah. Just BlackRock just
Trolling
trolling.
at this point. Nah, big facts, bro.
Bro, it's just so crazy to me. It's because it's like, do you know that people get bullied sometimes? Did you know that? Like, I can make that exact same commercial for fat people, for short people, for fucking unrealistically tall people, for ugly
Normal
people,
people.
for poor people, for whites, for blacks, for Asians. I can make that exact commercial. The only thing that's different is what's on the Post-it note. And that's just called bullying, because that's what kids do. I don't know if you've ever been to high school, you fucking weirdos. Oh, wait, you don't. You go to private school because your schnozzers want to fucking be with other schnozzers.
They want to marry their cousins and shit.
Well, that's just part of the book.
Okay.
You gotta keep it in the fam.
Keep blood for your order, mate. That almost sounds like Sumerian shit.
Well, it's a matriarchy.
Well, yeah, no shit.
The Jewish culture is the only matriarchy. You can't be, if your dad's Jewish, but your mom's a goyim, your mom, then you ain't a Jew. You just a regular ass dumbass, just like the rest of us. But if your mom,
it's like Harry Potter, but fucking worse, dude.
if your mom, if you was pushed out a Jew puss, you have to leave the lips of a Jew puss to be a Jew. That's the rules.
But if your dad's like fucking not Jewish, you're cool.
It's all about the mother. Yes, your dad can be a fucking a toadstool for anybody gives a fuck. As long as you come out the curtains of a Jewish female's show,
Pussy
show.
gotta be kosher. Huh?
Yeah, the pussy gotta be kosher. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
Okay, and that's how you get.
Hey, yo, I'm trying to see what that like. I'll bet you that shit fucking fire. They keep it all to themselves, cuz.
Yeah, and here's my favorite part is like the Jews will let you in. Like if you decided tomorrow I'm gonna go to synagogue, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go to temple. I'm gonna convert to Judaism, right?
Yeah.
As soon as you leave the room, the ones that came out the proper beef curtains are gonna be like, you know, he's not gonna get any of the slaves in the afterlife, right? What a loser! He's helping us complete our prophecy, and he's not even gonna get the slaves.
Why don't I get slaves?
Why don't you get slaves? Because you didn't come out the proper beef curtains.
That's whack.
Well, don't tell me, tell them. It's an exclusive club, and you're not in it.
I can never get in any cool clubs.
Yeah, you don't know? Okay, the whole thing of pure Ashkenazi Judaism, okay, is that they believe that when the rapture happens, this is where Christianity and Judaism split a little bit on the story, and for good reason. The Jews believe they are the chosen ones, that they are descendants of David, you know, the guy who beat the you know what I mean, Goliath or whatever, they believe they are the chosen people from David. And that when the rapture happens, all the people that are raptured that are not Jewish, not the chosen people, will become their slaves in the afterlife. That's why they have the word goyim for us, non-Jews.
That is crazy.
Because that's their word for slaves. So it's like...
Wait, time out though. We talked about this on the podcast before. Isn't Semitism the fucking basically support of Jewish fucking?
Yes, so
influence?
anti-Semitism is just not supporting it, but that means you hate them, and if you don't support them, you hate them. There's no gray area in this. You're either Ben Shapiro or fucking Hitler.
What if you say that like Israel just shouldn't be supported by the U.S. military anymore?
Well, then you're pseudo anti-Semitic.
Oh.
It's like being a pseudo legendary Pokemon.
Chad, understand this is all theoretical, and this is all a sketch, just like that famous fucking whitest kids you know skit, where he's talking about the White House. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Literally every other religion. Yep. Pretty much.
Isn't a Semite just someone from a specific region of the Middle East? I'm pretty sure Arabs are Semites too. Yeah?
Okay, here's what you need to understand, is that the English language is curated for propaganda. So they take words that meant, like, okay, for instance...
Meant something in other languages. And I know
terrific. Terrific actually comes from terrible, which comes from...
terrified and shit.
Terrified. Yeah. So we think like the English language is literally just like a way to make everything that's ever bad also be able to be translated as good.
I mean, if English isn't your first language, dude, then fucking you're doing pretty good. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, we've had other people that definitely didn't have English as their first language coming in here, and you could definitely tell there was a language barrier.
Yeah, but Semite isn't really what we're talking about in the English language version that I'm talking about. It's Semitic. The Semitic is different than Semite. Semitic literally means advocating for the prosperous and benefit and well-being of the Ashkenazi Jews or whatever. So technically, if you just use normal what I was taught in grade school, anti would just means you don't favor them over everybody else.
Yeah.
But in my world now, if you're anti-Semitic, it means you hate them and you want them to die in an oven.
I'm white. I'm a white male, so I'm automatically racist and fucking, a Nazi. Well, especially with the blonde hair, I'm definitely.
Well, did you notice the commercial? There wasn't no Asians in the hallway laughing at the Jew or the black kid. It was all whites.
That is crazy. Whites are the worst.
We are, dude. Everybody hates a winner. Shout out Floyd Mayweather, dude.
Shout out Floyd.
The whites are the Floyd Mayweather of the world, dog. They just want to see us lose, bro. But we stay winning, dog. We just stay winning.
You stay flying fucking.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, how many black people you know leading the charge in AI? None. You know what I mean? We are the future. We are the past. We are the present. Whites.
Reel it in a little bit. Time out. Reel it back just a couple notches. All right. You let out a lot of line on that one. I'm not gonna lie. You had your drag set a little loose. You pulled it out.
Oh my god! Clearly, that's a joke, chat. That's a Category 5 joke. Bad storm.
I hate whenever that comes up or covers me. I really do, dude. Sometimes I feel like just wigging the fuck out. I don't know why. It's like, it just enrages me sometimes.
We can make it smaller if you want.
I thought of a better idea. We should have like a thing where it's like a fucking like animated flash type image. You know what I mean?
We can work on it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, everything in this fucking studio doesn't work properly anymore because I've watched too much porn.
Yeah, all the porn.
Yeah, I've watched so many people get tied up. What?
I found a website where you can watch all the the paid fucking videos and shit, cuz.
Yeah, dog, if I ever have to go, this is my rule when it comes to porn as a guy who doesn't get action on a regular basis.
Yeah.
If it ever gets to the point where I'm considering paying for or going to shady sites or doing anything other than just logging into the Old
Oh, it's
Faithful.
not shady, but like, yeah.
No. This is my rule. This is why I
yeah.
won't get on TikTok. I'm not going to get sucked in, dude.
You
know
know
what I mean?
I'm not getting sucked into the
Yeah. I'm trying to treat porn like a, everybody got needs type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you just have to fucking let the demons fly, right?
Let them titties out.
Yeah. If I ever have to start going and doing extra work to get my rocks off, well, it's time to put it down.
That's facts. Did you ever just get bored and you're like, wonder what I can find?
Nope. Literally never.
Or you never got like one that was like a scene and you're like, I want to see the full of this now.
Yeah. Okay, maybe this is the guy who doesn't get enough action talking, but no.
Really? That's crazy.
Because I could just click on another video or use my imagination.
I've never paid for it, 100%. But like, yeah. I've always been like, okay, let's see if I can find the full version of this one.
Now, this might make me a psychopath, or it might make me a genius, or it might make me just absolutely insane. But I can watch a 5-minute video, and if I'm not done at the end of the 5 minutes, which I seldomly am, right? Okay? I don't even have to replay the video or anything. I can replay what I just watched in my head, and then I can do cool stuff with it, like turn it upside down. You know what I mean? Like,
rotate 90 degrees.
Yeah. I can put a 30-second remembrance spot on loop. Like if there's a good missionary position and it hits me jiggling just so. Okay? You know what I mean? I can put that on a loop in my brain without it even being on anymore.
Fair enough.
I've got an imagination for the rocks, dude.
Fair
and the
enough.
rocks are getting off.
No, dude. See, my problem is addiction. I'm addicted to numbers more than actual fucking like visuals.
Bro, dude, you're such a fucking addict, bro. I bet you've sniffed the screen once or twice, like in the heat of the moment, being like, I wonder what it smells like.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Bury my face in the fucking LCD. Just...
Yeah, like you just sit in the heat of the moment and you're like, oh, fuck.
That smells like
My pocket.
duster.
My pocket smells like shit.
I really need to clean that. Anyways, dog. Okay, back to the Super Bowl shit before we get too wild with that one.
Yeah. Way to keep, you know what I mean?
Way to reel it
we
back
hit
in.
we hit the whites, and then we talked about bitches.
We said whites, and then it went left.
Yeah. Because everybody knows if it's white, it's to the right. So in order to go away from the whites, you got to go left.
Yeah.
Shout out liberals.
Yeah, it was a hell of a tangent. Yeah, it was something. Anyways, so the kicker situation, bro.
Okay.
It's even more fucked up because I went to vote for him, and you could not vote for him through NFL's like official site. They like advertise for you to vote the MVP.
Sick.
That's gay.
This is what I have to say about that.
Put the team on his back, dog. That's all I gotta say about it, man.
Yeah, it's not that impressive though.
I mean, if you think about it, though, it kind of is because realistically, if he didn't fucking do that, it would have been a 1-point game.
When, dog? The score was like 34-14.
Yeah, so there's your 15 right there that he put up, basically. What are we talking about here?
Yeah, but it's not impressive because the fucking offense has to get you in the range, and a bunch of his field goals were like 35 yards. I've kicked a 35-yard field goal. It's not that
I
hard.
agree with you, but still, he put up more points and actually won that game for them than fucking anybody else on their offense/defense, in my opinion.
Okay, but at the end of the day, who gives a fuck? He's a kicker.
He should have got MVP.
No, the only kicker that matters is the thicker kicker, and he didn't make it to the Super Bowl.
Boswell?
No, the thicker kicker is the fat dude from the Lions.
Oh.
Or maybe he's from the Rams. I don't know, but he's a fat kicker. And his nickname is the thicker kicker.
Can we agree that they should update that next year to where kickers could fucking get the MVP spot?
I think, sure.
I think anybody should be eligible for it that plays on the field.
Yeah, I just think that like there hasn't been a 100-yard rusher. The dude ran for 140 yards. You know what I mean?
There hasn't been 5 field goals in the Super Bowl. All 5 are bangers. He didn't miss a single one.
Yeah, but it's a lot harder to run through the fourth best defense than it is to kick a 35-yard field
I'm
goal.
not gonna argue.
And the only reason he got those 35-yard field goals is
How many
because the dude was running.
How many touchdowns?
He had one.
Okay. 7. 6, we'll call it.
6 what?
Oh, and then if you add on the extra points, my man technically had fucking more.
Yeah, they're called given points. They're called extra. For
Not
a reason.
necessarily. Boswell missed extra points.
Well, Boswell was on crack, and he was paid off by Vegas.
They're always paid off by Vegas, dude. I can't wait. We're in the off season now. You know what's going to happen in the off season? Be looking in your second page news for the fucking, whole NFL fucking betting fucking scandal.
Bro,
I guarantee.
you know what's crazy is I like Ryan Clark because I'm a Steeler fan, but him and LaShawn McCoy have been absolutely crashing out that none of the head coaches hired were black. LaShawn McCoy went on this whole rant. Now, I'm going to paraphrase it, but this is pretty much LaShawn McCoy's whole rant.
A wild thing to go off about, but yeah.
Okay, this is his whole rant. No, bro, you see, we're going to be wilder when you hear what he said. Okay? This was LaShawn McCoy's argument. Do you remember when they didn't want black people to be quarterbacks? Because that was a white position? And then a couple black
in the
people,
50s, heard?
Yeah, and then a couple black people became quarterbacks and we were faster and we could run. And now all the best quarterbacks are mobile black quarterbacks. They don't want that to happen to coaching or ownership. That's why they don't want any black coaches or black owners. God forbid we start doing better at coaching. What?
Weren't both the quarterbacks in the Super Bowl just white? And they were both scramblers?
What? Are you gay?
Oh, they were black at heart, heard?
Yeah, you're not supposed to point out logic, just the way that everybody's been going off all fucking year about Shadur Sanders. It's racist that he didn't get taken till the 5th round. The first overall pick was a black quarterback. First overall was a black quarterback. That's racist, I guess, to white quarterbacks or whatever. But Shadur Sanders, because it's Deion's son and he went 9-3 in his final season at a bullshit school. Okay? Went 9-3, didn't even win a bowl game. Whoopsie fucking do, right? Okay?
Was the first round draft pick like Heisman winner or something?
No!
What?
He was just good.
Oh, fair enough.
And he had a good mentality. He didn't walk up to the fucking podium being like, look at my fucking Patek. You look at my Rolex, bitch. You know what I mean?
I seen something about fucking your boy, was it Harrison?
Huh?
One of the fucking Steelers players. I texted you a while ago about how he didn't go like through the combine or anything like that.
Yeah, I told you he was undrafted.
The dude's just fucking an animal, dog.
Yeah, Bill Cowher saw a fucking gorilla throwing weights around on a field and goes, who's that guy? And then somebody was like, oh, his name's James Harrison. He's an undrafted. And then Bill Cowher said, well, let's sign him. I can work with that. The guy pushing the 1-ton sled, you know, the one that never gets moved and has cobwebs on it because nobody can push it, and he's just moving it around like it's nothing.
Yeah.
We should probably get that guy, no?
Yeah. The dude was a fucking animal, though, dude. I was watching like a fucking video of an interview with him about like his first fucking like time on the field as a Steeler. My man was like, I just went out there wanting to prove a fucking point, and I dominated.
Like, I think 90% of this is there isn't enough XYZ ethnicity. It's just rage bait. Yeah, but like it's always rage bait in one direction. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, if
like,
I rage bait, it's racism.
No, here's the funny part. Cooper DeJean, white corner. Ain't never seen a good white corner in 10 years. You know what I mean? Okay? Because they're just not fast enough, us whites. You know?
Yeah.
And
wait, who the fuck caught all the slaves?
The snow bunnies.
Oh, they just set out the bitches.
No, this is what happened,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
So you want me to believe that the slower, smaller, weaker, you know, people showed up on boats where you have home field advantage, by the way, and we were like, get on the boat or else, and then you were like, oh, guess you caught us, you know? Or do you think it's more likely they said, come get us, and then the white guy was like, we have a proposition. You're going to come work on our farms while we go kill other white people in fields hundreds of miles away. And you're going to tend to our houses and make sure our crops don't die. And they said, well, why would we do that? And he's like, also, my wife will be there. And then all the black dudes looked up from the shores of Africa onto these boats the white people made and saw the cutest snow bunny they ever saw in their whole life. And they said, so wait, we're going to be at home with them? That you guys are going to be hundreds of miles away?
Over there.
Boys, load it up. That's how it went down. I would assume if I was a time traveler.
Where's DQ? He could elaborate on this.
Okay?
But it's motherfucking in this screen, cuz.
But anyway, I have to make sure they know I'm joking. I don't actually think that's how it went down. Muskets existed. I'm not retarded. Okay? You know, if you're a spear chucking lion dodger and then some dude shows up with a magic fire gun, you know what I mean? You might shit your pants a little. Well, you might shit your little loincloth a little bit. You know what I mean?
Did you know most fucking Indians like just ate horses that they captured up until like
Yeah, that's why they had giants.
one fucking tribe like fucking.
Oh, you mean those Indians, Native Americans.
But anyways, they fucking like ate horses up until fucking one tribe was like, "Hey, I'm gonna tame these bitches and ride them."
Shout out the Comanches.
Yeah.
Okay? So, my favorite part is like Cooper DeJean becomes the top 5 cornerback. He's white. And all the white people were like, we got one! It's like when Christian McCaffrey's doing good as a white running back. We're like, we did it, guys! We got a good one! None of us are like, the NFL's racist against white people. That's why there's no white running backs. It's bullshit. Like, we just go, we're fucking slow. And, you know what I mean? We don't do the running so good. You know, but the second that a black person doesn't get a job, Ryan Clark has to come out and be like, the fucking NFL's racist.
Also, more power to eating horses. I've tried it once. How was it? Was it alright? Was it good? I know they used to make dog food out of it, so I don't have high hopes for it.
Okay, it's work against white people, and that's what makes it funny to me. I actually don't care that Ryan Clark and LaShawn McCoy are doing it. My thing is that they get paid a lot more money than me, and other white people freak out about it. And that makes me mad.
Like
because
just a bit saltier. Okay, so like more like jerky. Fair enough. I like that. Fair enough. Jerky without the fucking. Is it chewy? Like, what's the texture like? I'm trying to decide if I could eat horse in an apocalypse.
it reminds me of the time that a restaurant in Pittsburgh got shut down because it's illegal to serve horse.
Yeah.
In Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And in Canada, horse is a cuisine.
Yeah.
For rich people. So they had this famous Canadian chef come down and prepare his own menu for the weekend at this hotel. And this motherfucker made Canadian horse tartare.
Oh, okay. So you got like sausage. Okay. So you really wouldn't know like the muscle texture, I guess. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I bet you that's fire.
Every meat's tender if you slow cook it.
Not necessarily.
You don't know that.
Not necessarily.
What? You've tried every meat?
No, but
Slow cooked?
I'm not gonna lie. I fucking watch this YouTube channel every now and then where dude fucking goes and actually like tries to like smoke like different meats from like game meats and stuff. And,
Yeah, smoking is not slow cooking.
Well, yeah, it is. Yeah, 100%.
If I put it in a fucking pot, in a crock pot, in a fucking...
They've tried multiple different ways. I'm just talking about smoking as one of their main methods here. They have tried multiple different ways. Especially with this one I'm about
Okay,
to...
what animal is so dense it can't be soft?
It's not even dense. It's just like... It's so much sinew. Fucking coyote.
Well, that's not a real meat. That's basically tendons.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, you can't sit here and say every meat's gonna be soft. Like, that's...
Well, you gotta get something thick.
Well, no shit.
You gotta get something thick. Coyotes ain't thick.
But either way, you can't make it taste good either. They tried raccoon. They tried fucking possum. They tried all these different fucking meats and shit.
Have they tried Frank's Red Hot?
Yes. Yes, they have. Yes, they have.
Frank's Red Hot gets some every time.
Nah, I'm not gonna eat coyote. I mean, dude, if there's an apocalypse, I'm eating whatever's on the menu. Not even gonna lie, Family Dog might be on the table in a fucking dire straits.
Dire wolf.
I'd hunt and kill it.
It wouldn't be worth it, but you could stew a coyote.
I bet you that would probably make it all right. They say the taste is just fucking so horrid for the most part.
What about those lunatics that tried freeze-dried mammoth meat when they uncovered that
And
mammoth?
they got sick as fuck about it.
And they were like, we're the first people to eat mammoth in 10,000 years. Oh my God, my insides hurt.
Yeah. What do you fucking expect, dude? It's fucking crazy to me, man.
I don't know what's... Okay. You have to eat 10,000-year-old freezer burnt mammoth meat,
Okay.
or you have to eat Bad Bunny's ass.
I'm eating spicy Adam Sandler all day, dude. I'm telling you, dog. I am not referring to him as Bad Bunny. That's like a female's name. He's a man. He is spicy Adam Sandler.
I don't even understand anything about him. I thought he was the bitch to Catch Me Outside bitch.
You blame them make mammoth meat look fucking good in cartoons. No, dude, real shit, dude. Look back at fucking Flintstones. That shit would be looking fire, cuz.
Yeah, the fact that I was never taught about taxes, but I know how to avoid quicksand. Unbelievable. Life is funny, is it not? Life is interesting. I know nothing about how taxes work, but I do know that if you jiggle in quicksand, you fall faster.
Yeah, so don't move. Just sit there and wait.
Interesting. Accept your fate.
Accept your fate. Accept your fate and sink, bitch.
I just love how, like,
I thought quicksand was honestly going to be a lot more of a problem based upon how quickly they went to pieces. To be real.
he's Puerto Rican, which is a fucking shoot off of America. Yes, he's technically an American citizen.
Dude, we're not going to do this. He's American.
He's technically an American citizen, yes. Is he a spicy Latin Spanish speaking freakazoid?
I just like how the people were like, oh, fucking, he's there to protest about how, like, America, America gets so much fucking benefit from owning Puerto Rico, but, like, they don't want to admit it and make him a state.
What?
That's one of the things I've seen on TikTok being bitched about.
You know, my favorite thing is that you make an entire halftime show to promote Puerto Rico, and it literally just like it looks like an episode of George Lopez, like just like it's just like I'm watching.
Just waiting for dude to get up on a trampoline.
Yeah. Like literally, I'm just watching this, and I'm like, yeah, this could all be. These are all different scenes from George Lopez. I swear to God.
Fair enough, dude.
It's like, oh, Puerto Rico's its own thing. Is it? It looks Mexican-y.
Kid Rock's fucking performance wasn't all that great either, though. Let's be real, both fucking...
I'm not watching the Kid Rock one, bro. Listen, Kid Rock can kiss my ass, bro.
Okay,
Yeah, let me tell you why.
What's up, dude?
Kid Rock can kiss my ass because I don't know when he became like, oh, fucking America or whatever. He hasn't had a fucking hit song in 20 years.
American badass, cuz.
Yeah, sure. Okay, cool. Such a badass, dude. He has a song where he's like talking about she's too young and sweet or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? He's clearly on Epstein's Island.
Obviously.
Yeah, obviously. That's why he's in bed with the Trump administration. Obviously, they're all friends from the island. You know what I mean? Oh, you have a White House replica on your line? I guess we should all respect you, I guess, or whatever.
Wait. Is this thing with Erica Kirk all true where like she got kicked off of his fucking will or some shit?
Who the fuck knows? Nobody's seen her with her kids since he died.
Real shit? Oh, wow.
Yeah, like the whole thing's crazy. That literally.
Then you got Savannah Guthrie's mom missing, dude.
Yeah, but nobody knew who the fuck Savannah Guthrie was until her mom was missing. So who the fuck cares?
Yeah, she was on Good Morning America, I guess.
Oh, Good Morning America. My mom's missing. Now can we go find her, please?
I guess there was a ransom note and shit, dude.
That's cool, bro. Like this, like everybody wants to act like this ain't never happened before. Y'all remember John Benet Ramsey? Y'all remember?
Oh, you think that's what they did to their mom, dog?
Yeah, fucking, you know what I mean?
You think she had a life insurance policy, Holmes?
Bro, I mean, people will do anything to be famous, bro. Because think about it.
You think it's about fame?
There was a governor who faked her own kidnapping because she wanted to get her name out there more for a presidential election run. Then she got caught setting up her own fake kidnapping, and then she goes, "Oh, my bad. I'll just stay mayor of a fucking metropolitan city with over 1 million people in it."
There was a guy that one time he wanted so badly to go to war with this little island that he was planning on doing like, you know, American style or fucking terrorist style hijackings of aircrafts and crashing them into fucking like key resources like the White House and, you know, other places.
Are you talking about? What are you talking about?
And then fucking whenever it got brought to the desk, the big guy in charge said,
"No, see, you're wrong. It was not about the White House. It was about the shore of Florida, and they were gonna blame it on Cuba."
No, White House was listed as a target too. 100%. 100%.
Do you even know the name of this conspiracy or this project, dude?
Yeah, dude.
Go ahead, spit it out.
What the fuck? Oh, dude.
Yeah, I know, right?
No. I got like 7 of them that just popped in mind. I know they're all wrong. Fuck. I hate whenever he does this to me, dude. It's not Mockingbird. No. Northwoods.
Yeah! Congratulations!
Yeah.
Now, if we're being honest,
North Jersey Shore, dude.
North Jersey Shore, too deep in the rabbit hole, what are you talking about? What's he talking about? He's talking about there was a time where the CIA came up with a plan where they were gonna, they wanted to go to war with Cuba because, you know, Castro, or, no, what is it? Fidel?
Yeah,
no,
it's Fidel
not Fidel.
Castro. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever, whoever the fuck it was.
They wanted to castrate Castro.
They wanted to go to war with Cuba, and they were like, look, the American people don't want war with Cuba, so what we'll do is we'll take planes, we'll take the passengers off, and then we'll fly those planes in the buildings in Florida or other places, according to this guy, and then we'll blame it on Cuba, and then we'll go to war with them, and it'll be awesome. And then the CIA was like, I guess we'll follow the Constitution and take it to the president. And then John F. Kennedy said, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? That's insane. We're not killing our own citizens to make a point.
The big guy said no.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, you know, he died shortly after that. But it's all
He
good.
got really... No, he didn't die. He just got really open-minded about the idea.
Yeah, everybody keeps making these jokes. Oh, Abraham Lincoln's so open-minded. Oh, Charlie Kirk, I bet he's more open to ideas now. You know, listen.
Well, nothing hit him in the head, so not really open to ideas, but I bet you can breathe a lot better.
Yeah, but I was going to say at least now he can swallow the truth. And it's what it is. Like, I don't understand. Charlie Kirk's not dead. He's in a building somewhere.
I think they killed him to fucking...
Nope, Charlie Kirk's in a building somewhere practicing his debates with, you don't always die from tobacco.
So he can't come to invasion. Mom said no.
Yes, and then Mom got murdered, right?
Yeah.
Mom's dead in front of everybody, and that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, Lincoln's assassination wasn't really all that crazy. Like, at the time that it happened, there wasn't really a Secret Service or anything to protect the president. My man was just out there in public, in the open.
Listen, this is the thing. I think it's fucking absolutely bonkers that more of our political figures haven't been killed recently with how high the temperature's been.
Yeah, no shit.
A Steam addict?
Yeah, I mean...
Like video games?
I don't know. I think it's crazy that they tracked Bin Laden all that time and never really was just like, let's send it.
Well, yeah, dude. I mean, imagine, dude. It's
just being in a cave doing nothing all the fucking time.
Yeah. Imagine if you could go back to Roman times, and you could give gladiators, like, listen, you could practice your moves, and not get hurt here.
Yeah.
Like, that's what these guys are doing. They're like, America gave us a tutorial. Modern Warfare 2.
My man's taking fucking The Sims and trying to fucking build a replica in New York or some
No,
shit.
they use them as training methods. You are a spy. You must blend in and be a sleeper agent. Play Sims, be American. And then the other ones, they're like, okay, you will be insurgents. Modern Warfare 2, desert map only. You know
Oh
what I
my
mean?
god, dude, the ones that Buck Kennywood fucking, they handed him Roller Coaster Tycoon and said, here, figure out how to run an amusement park.
Hearts of Iron player? I don't know what the fuck that is. But let's be fair. I'm pretty sure that they don't actually play the video games to play the video games. I'm pretty sure it's a communication method. They use the party chat or the Discord or whatever.
You know, it could be.
Like, as communication. Because if we've learned anything is that these terror groups are really going out of their way to try to, like, not get caught. And that's why the Jews were successful with their walkie-talkie attack or the pager attack. It doesn't make sense that it worked. But it does make sense that it worked.
Dude LARPs is himself.
Dude, could you imagine? Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Who the fuck is you?
Why are you here? Why are you gay?
Why do you suck dick?
Why are you gay? Bro, nothing would make me happier than a fan, like one of the princes of Saudi Arabia becoming a fan of this show. Can you imagine how fun it would be to be invited over there?
And just be chilling with them, dog.
Just
And
be chilling, bro.
Cuz, like, let's go.
Yeah, like I would, dude. Oh boy.
Get some of that Dubai chocolate.
Yeah. I would be stoned while we stoned someone. That'd be sick.
Do you guys want to go play lawn darts? And just be up on the roof throwing gay guys off? Hell yeah, dude.
Dude, or it's like I don't remember what movie it is, but they bury them and they bury the people they want dead up to their neck, so only their head's poking out of the ground, and then they use a laser pointer with a tiger. And they put the laser on the guy's head, and then the tiger gets like all playful, and he's like, ah!
Wow.
And the dude's head just goes bye-bye. And then the tiger goes, ooh, food, and starts digging up the body.
Do you think bears play with laser pointers?
The forbidden bear pointer?
Do you think they might play with a laser pointer? Like, if I'm just up in a tree stand and I happen to see a grizzly bear go by.
Yeah. How funny would it be is if bears had epilepsy and you put one of those disco laser balls in the cave and they woke up and they were like, what the fuck? Just a bear having a full-blown seizure because there's too many lasers.
Where the rich Saudis just shoot up in the air with the, like, for weddings and shit. Oh yeah, hell yeah! I've seen ones where fucking somebody loses control of the AK and shoots their cousin.
Yeah, dude, I just want to throw somebody off the roof for showing too much ankle. You dirty slut!
I can see where your fucking foot bends. That might excite me,
dude. Arabians definitely have the biggest foot fetishes.
100%, dude. They have a fetish for little boys.
That's why the women have to have their feet wrapped like mummies. It's got to be like, it can't be as simple as I rip your sock off. It's got to be like Christmas morning. I'm going to unwrap my present.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, dude, come on, dude. You know.
Oh, man.
Training the next generation of beekeepers young? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
My thing is here's my question. Is if these Muslim, terrorist communities off women as much as we claim they off women, how do they have enough women to keep reproducing, dog? You know what I mean? It's like you don't go, like, I've never heard anybody go, I went over there, there's almost no women left. Everybody's just like, yeah, it's like still a population of women and men. Well, if they're offing women as much as they claim they're offing women, then I feel like there should be way too many men. Possibility. Non-consensual conscription of women.
So they're running Epstein Island 2.0.
I actually think that they don't get murdered. They just get signed to an NDA and put in the harem.
Okay. Roll with that.
Yes. Yes. My harem keeps growing. The population keeps scared.
Wait. I just thought of something. This has to do with later on tonight. We could continue playing our For the King thing because Neil is the host. We would just have to have somebody play as Jer.
No, we'd have to play the other one that we started with me. It's just me, you, and Neil.
No.
Did you remember we did that already? We tried,
No.
and then it corrupted the file because Jer wasn't there.
We'll figure it out tonight. I actually want to finish a fucking campaign. I'm tired of it.
Your mom's a campaign.
I'll stick my dick in your campaign.
What?
I'm sorry, that was aggressive.
What? All right, Roto Job. We've hit a low. What do you want to talk about?
We have to continue. We start anew, it erases it. So we have to continue the one that Neil has. So that would be the one that we would have to play as Jer. Yeah, poor campaign, dude. It's some bullshit, man. I'll play as Jer. I don't give a fuck. That was, dude, that hammer, clutch.
Yeah, clutchins.
That hammer put us up big early game, cuz.
I just like sitting in the back and pulling out my arrow and...
My man was so disappointed in the whip.
Oh, the whip made me so mad. I was like 0 to 22 damage. Never got anything more than an 8. I was pissed.
I seen you hit a 4 to one time. I was like, oh, one of those, huh?
Yeah, one of those. Roto Jump, what do you want to talk about, dude? You want to talk about the Epstein files? You want to talk about...
Oh, it's all a bunch of craziness with the Epstein files. Actually,
You went through every taboo topic in existence for 20 minutes. Yeah. So we're reeling it in. We're reeling it in.
Yeah.
And honestly, I didn't talk about every...
I got a crazy thing.
I could keep going.
This is about my thought that I mentioned before the fucking stream, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you ever see like those predator catcher videos where they're out there catching the PDF files and shit, cuz?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, you know, like, hey, getting the law involved, all right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, getting them caught up. Fucking...
We should send one to Congress.
No. Just hear me out on this. Like, I came across one that, like, it basically offers, like, a Patreon. And on the Patreon, you get, like, the unscripted calls, texts, and all that shit between them and the fucking PDF file they caught.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I heard that, dude, my thought was, like, well, like, if you're a pedophile, wouldn't you want to, like, access that to kind of be, like, more excited? Like, wouldn't that excite them? You know what I mean? That, like, the thought of that being a conversation between, like, an adult and a young kid. You know what I mean?
Well, unfortunately, nothing about children is attractive to me.
No, I know what you're saying, but, like,
so I don't know.
I get what you're saying there, too. That's where my thought process is. I don't understand it, so, like, I'm like, is it, like... But my logical brain thinks that it's like, would that be like a fucking like...
I think it would be more of like a situation where people that are like want to be serial killers watch a lot of detective shows because they want to know how to not to get caught.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I think that these guys are like, all right, well, how do people impersonate children?
Yeah, let's look at their conversation.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see if I can find any. Yeah. And then maybe they'll get excited about.
That's another thought that I had with it too, though. It's like, basically, like, by offering that Patreon for you to make money off of it, you're more or less teaching or exciting a pedophile in that fucking aspect. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. It's like pay to win for pedophiles, dude. You got the perfect way of putting it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, this is my thing. How about the idea of there was a sex doll company that was going to make baby sex dolls for pedophiles?
Yeah, that's wild.
So they didn't have to actually do it to real children. And I said... What?
Yeah,
and then I said, well, only if that company's working with the FBI and sending them the information of their body.
Yeah, dude.
You know
Hell yeah.
And never buy one as a gift for your pedophile friend. You know what I mean? So like, it's like, and then also I was gonna look it up one day. I was like, let me look up these baby sex dolls.
Let's be real.
Hold on. Then as I was about to look it up, I said, I'm not looking that up. You ain't gonna catch me searching baby sex dolls. Fuck out of here.
Hold up.
Even if I want to know just information about like why are they doing this, who's doing it, are they actually gonna do it?
I just want to run it back to the ordering it for your friend comment real quick. All right. If somebody orders it for their friend, immediately arrest and detain both the fucking person that ordered it and the ship to address. I don't give a fuck.
And then just the interview of the guy who's like the pedophile's friend. He's like, well, it's like a vampire, you see. He's a good vampire though. He doesn't drink blood of humans, you know.
He tries to really avoid parts.
Yeah. Like, and I give him a ride everywhere, so I know he doesn't get off the path. You know, it's like, okay, well, I guess you could kind of be seen as a hero, but you're not.
Put a needle inside first, dude. HIV fucking dip needles installed in each one.
Well, how about those vagina inserts in Cambodia, because rape is so common that women put cups in their vaginas that have, like, you know how you catch a raccoon? They put their hand in, but then there's spikes, so when they go to pull their hand out with the thing, it stabs their hand. So your dick will slide in, but then when you try to pull your dick out, you get stabbed and it shreds your dick all up.
Ow.
Like, bruh, I didn't need a reason not to rape.
Yeah, but that's like, okay, this exists.
I didn't need a reason not to rape women in Cambodia, but goddamn, am I definitely never, even under duress, gonna rape a woman in Cambodia.
I don't care if Epstein got the gun to my head, cuz it's a wrap.
Yeah, dude. So what we need to do is we need to put dick shredders in kids' asses.
Pre-installed, dude. I think it should be an evolutionary
Chastity
trait,
belts.
dude. Evolutionary trait.
Chastity belts should be mandatory.
Yeah. 100%.
13-year-olds don't need to be fucking out here.
100%, dude. You don't need to date till you're married, cuz.
Yeah, bro.
As a
At the end of the day, if the Epstein files have showed me anything, it's that mandatory chastity belts is the only way to protect children from powerful people.
That and LoJack. Install LoJack in them.
Like, if you lived in New York, your kids would be in danger, you know?
Yeah, dude, honestly, I'd LoJack them. I'd be having little GPS chips installed in there.
I mean, somebody's going to be jacking them.
nah, dude, it's gonna be like whenever somebody loses their fucking beamer. Bing, bing, got him.
All I'm saying, bro, is that what I want to do is back to your original point about the PDF file hunters, right?
Yeah.
Okay? The kid touchers. Okay?
Yeah.
Hold on, listen.
Okay.
I think it would be funny, just for content, to really set it up where I set up a LARP scenario, okay, with a group of PDF hunters, and they have to go to the LARP scenario and find the guilty people.
Wait, hold up. That rape device might have increased rape rates, but I imagine there was a hard initial surge in the murder rate. Decrease. Yeah. No, I feel like it high spike in the murder rate.
I mean, but at the end of the day, you ain't gonna do it again because your dick is in shreds. It's like
You got to get that surgically removed. Like, I feel like that latches
What,
on.
the cup?
Yeah, I feel like that probably latches on most times.
well, either you walk to the cops with a lady.
Look,
Either you're waddling your way to the police station and you're like, we need a doctor to remove this, and also I'm guilty of rape, thank you. Or you have to just shred your dick and murder the bitch and then live the rest of your life with bandages on your dick, peeing out the side of your thigh or whatever.
yeah, I mean, dude, I've hit bitches IUDs and it's like, yeah, no, fuck that.
You heard it here first, chat. He fucks terrorist women.
What?
I know about roadside bombs.
That's IUDs, dumbass.
I know, that's the joke, stupid.
Like two predator catchers catch each other. Has to, but they just don't post the videos.
Well, that's what I'm saying is, okay, so I worked with
It's
this,
like just a Scooby-Doo moment. Just, oh!
I worked with this weirdo, right? Okay, and he went to LARPs, okay? And I asked him one day, I was like, so like, what's the ages of most of the people at the LARP? He goes, oh, I'm the oldest by far. And I was like, how funny would it be? Because he pissed me off one day. I was like, how funny would it be is if I set him up to go to a LARP, and it's not an actual LARP there, it's just him and his stupid little elf costume. Okay, and then I set up PDF hunters.
Fucking meet a teenage boy.
Yeah. I set up PDF hunters to meet him in this field. So there's just a guy in an elf suit in the middle of a field thinking he's about to do a LARP, and he's confused. Maybe I have the wrong address. And then these other dudes are like, "We're gonna kick your ass." He's like, "No, I'm here to fucking be a wizard or whatever." And they're like, "He's clearly guilty."
Listen, dude. Here at Hurricane Thoughts, we would like to tell you that the best way to get out of a speeding ticket is whenever the cop walks up to your window.
True. We asked the legalities of this. Would you like me to do it?
Understand, neither of us are lawyers.
Okay. Based on my small amount of research in the legalities of this, if a cop pulls you over and you're in a crowded area, you can scream,
He's here to meet a 14-year-old boy!
"This cop is here to meet a 14-year-old boy. This cop is here to meet a 14-year-old boy." And if you get arrested and you didn't do anything, the cop can technically sue you for slander, but he would have to prove in a court of law without a reasonable doubt he was not there that day to meet a 14-year-old boy, which would mean in discovery, because the justice system's cool like this, okay?
It should be cool like this.
In discovery, I would get access to all of his emails, all of his text messages, his work disciplinary forms, any harassment charges he's ever been accused. I'd be able to talk to people from his high school. There's no way in hell he wants to go through all that just to get me.
Dude, okay, you just brought up legalities of things whenever you were saying that. And it kind of bothers me, okay? Because whenever I was in jail, I knew at least 6 people that they had on their paperwork. The only charge that they had was resisting arrest.
Okay?
All right? How do you just get arrested for resisting arrest? What's your initial charge that you're being arrested for?
No, that's fair, but also,
If you have a warrant, I get it. Okay, I'm not.
In the
Well, okay, let's exclude. We'll exclude 5 of those. One of those without a warrant.
I can answer this.
Okay, what's up?
Because the law determines that any lawful order given by the police needs to be followed, whether you're originally guilty or not.
That
So
goes
if you're
from
not,
state to state,
hold on,
though.
listen.
That goes
If
from
you're
state to
not
state.
guilty originally, you still have to comply and be proven not guilty when you go to court. They expect you to still follow the rules. So if you're resisting arrest, even if you're not guilty, so what if after you resisted arrest, they go through the whole rigmarole, they find out you weren't guilty of the original thing? You're still guilty of resisting arrest.
That's bullshit.
It's not bullshit.
There should have been no arrest in the original place.
No, because there can't be any wiggle room. The moment you make it where people, if they claim they're not guilty, can resist police, then everybody's just going to walk away from the police.
I mean, if you're being unlawfully detained, then you should be able to walk
There is
the
no
way.
such thing as unlawfully detained.
If no crime is being committed, you're unlawfully detained.
No. That's bullshit. You were told that by movies or whatever. That's not real.
That's literally what the fuck it should be, cuz. I mean,
No,
like,
what it should be and what it is are not the same. What it is if a dude with a badge who is deputized by the state or whatever the fuck you're at gives you an order,
depends
you're
on what state
supposed to
you're in.
listen.
Depends on what state you're in there, too.
No, that's fine. Cool. Put a jamboree at the fucking top of the hill and dance your way down to the bottom. You're still wrong.
It depends on what state you're in with that, though.
No.
100%.
But I'm telling you that what you're asking about,
Like-
the state of Pennsylvania, where your case was held.
So Pennsylvania is like a straight up state where like fucking stop and identify is the thing.
Yes, if I'm at a gas station and I've done nothing
I
wrong,
don't think
and
it
a
is.
cop comes up and goes, "Oh, give me your ID." You can't say I've done nothing wrong.
Hold up, I just want to see. Stop.
It depends on what state you're in. Is my favorite American answer.
Pennsylvania is not a stop and ID state. You are generally not required to show ID to police if you are stopped on the street. However, you must identify yourself if an officer has reasonable suspicion of a crime.
Yeah, that's where they get you, bruh. The cop gets to decide what's reasonable suspicion. He can just make something up.
During a traffic stop, you are required to produce your license.
No, did you hear what I just said though?
Yeah.
They can just make stuff up. I've been pulled over and they said you were driving suspiciously. What does that mean?
So they can detain you while they investigate. That's all it is. So resisting isn't an actual charge here in Pennsylvania unless you have a prior charge.
And then you could still be found innocent of that charge
it's-
and be caught with resisting.
No, it's not even. It's not a charge. It's a secondary charge basically. So like, okay.
A license is an ID.
So okay. Basically, the best way I can describe this to you, for example, like
You're talking about what it should be.
no,
I'm talking about what it is.
I'm looking at this.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think the court cares what Google said? No,
It
they're
should
all
be.
in on it together. That's the fucked up part. That's where the
No
corruption comes in. It's like the cops, the DA, the
Okay.
fucking judge, everybody's in on it.
You're answering my question without answering my question. You're just not admitting that the question is a valid question.
No, I'm telling you what it is. You asked me what it is. I'm telling you what it
Okay,
is.
But by law, fucking here in Pennsylvania, a secondary charge is something that cannot be added on unless you have a primary charge. Okay?
I understand what you're
So
saying.
the comparison I can make here is like say you're stopped for registration, all right? You can then be charged for inspection. But if your registration's good, a cop technically can't stop you for inspection because inspection is a secondary charge, even though they do it all the time. So it's another valid example of where, you know, they're just like, fuck how it should actually work.
It's the exact same way as like if a speed limit is 60, but the cop doesn't pull you over until you're doing 71. Okay?
Yeah, nah.
The speed limit's 70. Okay? In real life, the speed
Yeah.
limit's 70. But the law says it's 60. Okay?
Yes.
So it's the exact opposite the other way.
Yes.
If the law says the speed limits or whatever the fuck it is one way, but they enforce it a different way, and then they have the entire system backing them up because it's a brotherhood, and it doesn't help that every dumb whittled ass retard on the internet thinks they're a sovereign citizen or whatever the fuck,
that doesn't
and then
help at all.
and then just fucking pisses them off where they're all like, we're the brotherhood. The cops, the DAs, and the judges, they all show up in their fancy little suits on the fucking
but
court dates, and
I
then they have
honestly-
tea together at lunch, and then they laugh about, oh, can you believe that idiot thought he knew what he was talking about?
I honestly think what ends up happening is they take advantage of people who don't 100% know what they're standing upon, and also people who just want to get it over with. Like in my situation, I just wanted it over with, so I just fucking tried to get it done and over with. You know what I mean? But actually, about the driver's license and ID, fucking. So a driver's license is an ID, but an ID is not a driver's license.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like that was self-explanatory.
Yeah, but they both can be. Yeah.
Do you like Chuck E. Cheese?
No, not really.
I don't have children, and I'm not in the Epstein files, so no.
Dave and Buster's is better, even if your kids are 6 years old and up as a dad.
And also, what's going on, Clay?
Yeah, what's good, first time chatter, Clay?
Big Clay, big Clay.
in the chat.
Oh, and the confused mollusk followed 14 minutes ago.
Shots up, chat. Shots up.
I just took one. I'm good.
I'm about to do it myself, cuz. Don't worry, cuz. Shots up, chat.
Chuck E. Cheese. I'm fortunate enough to live near a local amusement park, so no.
I like animatronics, so I'm a fan of Chuck E. Cheese. I like jets. So I'm a
My
fan.
country is like the only European nation where driver's license is an ID. Even in Germany, driver's license and ID are separate. Well, we know how the Germans like to identify people thoroughly.
Yeah.
It's part of big history.
But
what country are you from again? I can't remember.
But we're getting even more complicated too. Think about this too. Now we got it even more complicated where there's driver's license, ID, passport, real ID.
Austria. Hell yeah. Hitler's motherland.
Formerly Germany.
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 I like Germany.
My tongue didn't want to talk, dude.
Jets are cool. What's your favorite jet? We found a fellow fake autist.
F-22.
Yeah, but tell him why. Tell him about the thrust vectoring.
Yeah, the thrust.
Tell him about the flips and shit.
I mean, it can defy gravity 100%.
Hell yeah. You
just
thought
by
y'all knew
angling-
gravity? Y'all thought you knew gravity.
Yeah.
To the F what?
F-22.
F-22. You know, there's the 22 Winchester. Changed the Wild West. Now there's
No.
the F-22.
Don't ever fucking. It's not the 22 Winchester. It was a 38 fucking repeating Winchester. It's a 38 caliber.
Okay, well, whatever a 22 is.
No, it's not a 22.
Yeah, it's a 22.
Dude.
The Wild
It was
West
a 38.
was invented. The
It was
Wild
a 38
West
lever
lived
action,
upon.
dog. I'm not doing this with you.
It's the Colt 45 in the Smith & Wesson 2022 or whatever.
Fuck you, dude.
And then the F-22. And then also...
The F-22 was fun. Dude, that wasn't even until like, I want to say 2012, 13, 15 maybe.
North and Southern Germans and Austrians are racist against each other too. Hell yeah, they're just like the Asians.
It's crazy we made the most elite aircraft possible back, well, like close to 10 years ago now. No other country has been able to catch up.
Well, when you've been doing it for as long as we have and had a black budget and secret air bases, and every time there's a really good science student in propulsion, they just kind of snag them when they're like fucking 20.
I don't like how anytime I'm like into something, you really downplay me. That's not cool.
What are you talking about? I'm trying to boost you up on why we are so far ahead of everyone.
I don't like this.
Okay, well then jets are gay.
You're gay.
Nope, jets are.
Nope, you are.
Has a jet ever been with a woman? I have.
The B-52 bomber is actually kind of fucking dope. Hold up. You're talking about the actual like stealth fucking bomber, right? The fucking flat fucking Dorito, the flying Dorito.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm. I call it the origami plane.
No, it's the flying Dorito.
It's the origami.
Flying Dorito.
It has subtle bends in it like origami.
Doritos have bends.
No, Doritos have curves, waves, nooks, and crannies.
Yeah, just like that one.
I've eaten way more Doritos in my life than I've seen airplanes, and I can assure you, sir, no airplane looks like a Cool Ranch Dorito.
The B-52, if it's the flying Dorito that I'm thinking of, all right, fucking, it's fire because it's like obviously one of our very first like fucking stealth like things that were like super fucking successful to where like you had an aircraft that was like 36 feet fucking long, but looked like a fucking pigeon flying on the radar.
Mm-hmm.
But in comparison, now you have a F-22 that fucking is half the profile. That I thought you were gonna say I've eaten more Doritos than you. R.I.P.
Makes
My
sense.
man's an
though.
expert on Doritos. He should be.
No, seriously, before I knew what true addiction was, I thought I was addicted to Cool Ranch Doritos for a summer. For a whole summer, I thought I was addicted to Cool Ranch
My man
Doritos.
said, yeah, the Dorito. Hell yeah. I mean, dude, honestly, and the crazy thing about it is, for it being a stealth plane, its fucking payload's insane. It can carry some crazy shit.
My favorite flying device is the Hindenburg
Okay.
because, hear me out,
Okay. I'm waiting.
I have my own conspiracy about the Hindenburg. That's why it's my favorite. Otherwise, I don't know shit about airplanes. I know that there's a double-decker jet that rich people use sometimes. I know that we held a plane from World War I and kept it a secret until we needed it in World War II.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
So
I know.
Time out. I got something cool about planes. World War I, World War II.
Okay.
All right. So Americans originally fucking developed their planes to be put on the wings, just like every other fucking plane in World War II, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, they got tired of the inaccuracy. Their fighters were like, we could be so much better if we had a gun that was like right in the front, to where like where our nose is at, we know we're going to shoot there because we can actually aim it. You know what I mean?
My favorite.
So hold
Okay.
up. So the government went and said, hey, we need to figure this the fuck out. And I want to say, I'm trying to remember the motor company that did it. I want to say it was a British motor company. I want to say it was Aston Martin that did it. But fucking, they basically went and designed their fucking gun to line up with whenever the fucking blade would come across and have an open space to fucking shoot, so that way the prop wouldn't be damaged. That way our fucking fighters could be more accurate. That's Josh. I'm Sam.
Sam, Josh, I'll get to that in a second. What I do find hilarious is that planes were. Hold on.
In World War II, to figure out that kind of timing to within milliseconds, that's some crazy fucking engineering.
Yeah, but hey, don't worry about that. Everything in the 1990s was crazy. They had computers that had see-through towers.
Yeah, no shit.
No. My favorite fact about planes from World War I is there was like a 6-month period where the United States military was trying to figure out. They were like, okay, so we're getting all these damaged planes back, and then we're mapping where the damage is, and we're noticing that all the damage is on the wings and stuff.
Yeah.
And then some guy goes, yeah, but that's because all the ones that get shot other places don't make it back. Because the military was trying to figure out why the wings were so susceptible to get shot. Because their data was saying all the planes that are coming back have bullet holes all through the wings.
Yeah.
How are we going to stop this from happening? And then
the ones that got hit in the fuselage are done.
Yeah, some random guy just goes, yeah, but if they shoot the other areas of the plane, the plane doesn't come back. And then they go, oh, it's like because planes were new. Everybody wants to act like planes were like around for a long time in World
the
War
Wright
I.
brothers before World War I just fucking really invented planes.
The Wright brothers in
went
1907.
we went
World
from
War I was 1918.
I know. We went from fucking what their fucking I wouldn't even call it a single prop fucking engine plane. It just fucking glide. It was a glider. We went from basically a glider to fucking single prop engine planes in a matter of 10 fucking years. And they were shooting fucking machine guns, chat.
Dude, all I'm saying is that's why my Hindenburg conspiracy makes a lot of sense, because the Hindenburg would have made it. You know how drones are a problem now?
Yeah.
People trying to drop off drugs inside of prisons and people attaching little bombs and stuff in Ukraine to little drones. Okay? The reason why the Hindenburg had to be put down as a mode of useful air transportation was because you can make the Hindenburg at home.
Yeah.
So if everybody started looking at the Hindenburg or, hot air balloons or blimps or whatever, they could be like, wait a minute. So if I just have some flexible aluminum or whatever, and I have a heat source, I can make my own flying device. And if I put a propeller on it, I could control it. And then I could deliver things.
So
and
I'm not trying to shoot down your theory here. But the main reason they never seen any action in combat or anything like that, or any main purpose thing, was that at the time that they popped up, a lot of people realized that those single engine prop planes that we developed could literally fly through most of them and not cause damage to themselves and still bring down those blimps.
No, this wasn't about. This was the reason. Okay, the reason we all know the Hindenburg is because it's a statement. It's a false flag. The Hindenburg exploded, killed a bunch of people in a big city.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's demonizing it. People think of blimps the way people think of nuclear, right? Oh, Chernobyl, it happened. It's bad. Nuclear's bad. Even though
Blimps-
we have the hold on, let me
Blimps
finish.
are great for advertisement, not war or transport.
Let me finish. It's not about that. It's about what the people on a lower level would do.
Yeah.
Like I could build a blimp right now if I went to the store. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if that in the 70s and 80s was a thing, people like Amazon would have been existed in the 90s. And people would be getting delivered their milk by fucking mini blimps.
There was a giant sausage skin shortage in Germany. That's fucking dope.
But anyway, the what was I about to say? Oh, he asked me what I like. I like comedy. I like saying things that upset people.
I
like
too.
I like Pokemon. I like old WWE.
I love Pokemon. Old WWE.
I like
Attitude Era.
Fortnite. I like
Fortnite's gay.
Yeah, that's cool. You're gay. I didn't say your planes were gay. Shut up. And
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
When?
You talked shit on my planes.
I didn't.
AC 130 though. Can we both agree that that's like a super fire fucking plane?
Good air conditioner.
No. Dude, that gun.
What's my favorite Pokemon? Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, we're about to get into this.
Oh.
Arcanine. And hands down, my answer never changes. Arcanine's my boy. Like, well, actually, okay, it depends on what we're talking about with favorite Pokemon. What the fuck did you just do? Oh, I know what you did. So,
Typhlosion.
Arcanine would be the one I would most likely want to fucking own. Hands down. Alright? And that's what makes him my quote-quote favorite. But, like, if we're doing Pokemon Trainer League shit, dog, I never thought about this. Your boy, honestly, your boy might want a T-Tar if I only get one Pokemon as a fucking, like, championship Pokemon.
Okay.
Yeah, real shit, I might want T-Tar as my champion. Like, if you only get one Pokemon to carry through through, like, the Elite Four, T-Tar.
Typhlosion
Maybe
is my favorite
Steelix.
Pokemon. But I have so many favorites. My favorite for a story would be if there wasn't the starters. You know what I mean?
You get to just pick what, yeah.
Yeah, like you just get a baby Pokemon, a 3-stage, like at the beginning of your journey. I would choose Beldum. And here's why.
Not, don't hate on me here, but I would probably pick Eevee.
Okay, that's cool. Because based on how your life goes, you can choose.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. But I would choose Beldum because Beldum can only learn Takedown until it evolves. So literally, it's a bonding thing. Like, it's just me and
The
you.
one thing that can turn into anything for reasons. Hell yeah.
Goodra? Hell yeah, Goodra's kind of cool. Goodra's kind of cool.
Okay, based upon that,
You like
I guess,
newer mons.
based upon that, I'm guessing you're like a younger audience. How old are you, bud?
And were you sent here as by the saucer tubs? Why do you want to know so much about us?
I'm just wondering because like I've always had a theory about this. Like younger audiences, 19. Exactly. Okay, that falls in line with what I was actually about to say. So like younger audiences tend to like Pokemon that are released around their generation. Like, and he was probably about like fucking the same age we were playing Gold and fucking Red and Blue and all that.
I was playing Gold at 15.
Okay. I'm sorry you were late to the party, dog. My bad. But for average fucking experience, you know what I mean?
Well, I played, well, you have to understand. I didn't have any gaming systems. I didn't get my first Game Boy
The only reason
until my friend,
Yeah.
until my friend, his parents were doing well enough in life that they bought him the brand new Game Boy Advance SP.
Yeah.
And then he didn't need his Game Boy Color anymore.
Yeah.
So he gave it to me with Pokemon Blue.
So the only
So Pokemon Blue was already outdated,
Yeah.
and Pokemon Leaf Green and Sapphire were released by the time I got my first Pokemon game.
Okay, yeah, and I get that.
Yeah.
So the only reason I got to experience like right off rip, my grandmother had a good fucking job, and
What?
Yeah, my grandmother had a good
Did
job.
you work on planes?
No, she sold fucking internet to places like Comcast and fucking AT&T and Verizon. So she dealt with those kind of people. Like she worked with a company that fucking sold the internet backbone, more or less. All right.
Oh, also, I love Egypt. I love Egypt and history more than anything in the world. Okay, go ahead.
So, fucking, like, whenever she, like, Christmas, my birthday, stuff like that, she'd always try to get me fucking something cool, which would be like a Game Boy or something like that, PlayStation game. Like, I remember the one Christmas I got fucking Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and my other cousin was a hating ass bitch. Shout out Jenna. Fuck you. Ever fucking tell my grandmother that I shouldn't be playing Grand Theft Auto because there's so much wrong you can do on that. Suck my dick. I was a baller.
Yeah.
Anyways, so like, I got fucking my Game Boy Color off my grandmother, and I'm gonna be so real with you, bro. And I don't give a fuck what history says. I could live in an alternate timeline if like Mandela effect's real. If this is if I'm proven wrong on this, I don't give a fuck. I had Pokemon Green version, like the English Green version for my fucking cartridge for my Game Boy Color.
Okay.
You're not even realizing where that's wrong at, huh? It was only released in Japan for the green version.
No, I've heard you and Neil argue about this.
Yeah.
I just don't have a horse in the race because by the time I was playing, it had already been obsolete for 10 years.
Yeah, no, I get it. The two versions I had was green and yellow, and the reason I remember that so specifically is because the only two versions that you could do the rare candy cheat on was red and blue. All right? So I was never able to do the rare candy cheat with either of the games I had.
Or maybe you were just dog shit.
No, I did the same exact steps as everybody else. You talk to the man in
I tried to play Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
And like, you have to press the buttons super fast in order to get cheats.
Yeah.
So it was early in my gaming
Yeah, you just fucking couldn't do it fast enough.
Yeah, I was
You're a
bad.
good kid, I don't know what to tell you.
Huh?
You're a good kid, I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, you don't have to be rude about it.
I used to put my cheats in all the time, dog. You know how
Okay.
fast dude, I could spawn the weapon cheat, I could spawn the fucking wanted level down cheat, I could do the wanted level up so fast.
Yeah, I'm sure I could do it now.
I could do the spawn a tank cheat, cuz I was so quick. No, I'm talking about back then.
Yeah, I wasn't a gamer back then, dude.
Get good, kid.
I mean, if you want to get fucking put in a box, we could talk about it.
Alright, play me in Destiny.
I'll play you in Destiny. Get fucked up, dog. Best 2 out of 3.
You dog, you ain't touching me.
Madden, Fortnite, Destiny.
We run a
1v1s.
We're gonna make it 5 games. Fuck that. Madden, Fortnite, Destiny, Battlefield, if we figure out how. Call of Duty.
I'm not playing Call of Duty ever again. That's dog
You
shit.
just can't 1v1 me in Call of Duty?
No, pick a different game.
So Jared's more of a man than you since you can't 1v1 me?
No, I just not gonna download 4 million gigabytes.
Cloud it.
I'm not clouding it because then bullshit.
I'll be clouding it too. So it'll be level playing field.
What generation had the best designs overall?
Gen 2. Fight me on this. Gen 2 had the best designs. That's whenever you got Steelix, Tyranitar, fucking Scizor. Wobbuffet, hands down, honestly, now knowing the lore on Wobbuffet, that is a fire-ass design.
Crobat, Gligar,
Yeah,
Donphan.
that's what I'm saying. There's so many bangers that come out of that, dude. Dunsparce. What's Spinda in its fucking evolution?
I think the new evolution came later.
Spinarak in its
Ariados.
Ariados, yes.
Ariados is kind of whack.
Oh no, man! Ariados is one of my favorites.
I think Gen 3 has a chance too, bro. Metagross, Salamence,
I'll give you those two.
Flygon.
I wasn't a huge fan of Flygon.
That's cool. You don't have to be the remake
If I was going
of
to give
Dustox and Beautifly.
Hold up,
Masquerain was cool.
if I was going to give, okay, here's my problem with
Skitty Delicatty.
fucking Gen 3. All right, are you going to look me dead in the face and tell me that the Reggies are a better design than the fucking dogs?
No.
Okay, are you going to look me dead in the face and tell me that Ho-Oh and Lugia are a worse combo?
Well, the birds are better than the dogs from Gen 1.
I could make an argument with you that you're right, but I could also make an argument that you're wrong. But okay, so you're also telling me that Ho-Oh and Lugia were a worse combo than fucking Groudon and Kyogre?
Yeah. Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza is mint.
Okay, I could almost agree with you because that's the first time they didn't have a third fucking mythic.
Well, also the story behind it, how like each of them have their own thing, and Rayquaza is the protector, and
Yeah.
it's kind of like everybody was so hyped up on Pokemon 2000 or whatever because it was like Lugia was like
Look,
the
I
one
ain't gonna lie.
that caught the birds.
Playability wise, I got a lot more playability out of fucking Gen 3. All right?
Gen 2 was the best game ever made.
Gen 2
because
was
you go
perfect.
through both places.
Yes,
Yeah, like
yes.
it's the only one that counts in my book. Like if I'm introducing a person to a Pokemon
Heart Gold,
game,
Soul Silver.
Heart
go.
Gold, Soul Silver.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, can I make a second argument to that one? Fire green, fire red, leaf green.
This might be controversial, but I think the newest gen has the best designs.
I could see where you say that with some Pokemon. I'm being
It's
real.
hard for me to give it to the new gens because they take a lot of the coolest ones from the old gens and then give them like a new thing.
Real quick.
Like Annihilate is so dope.
Okay, we're gonna
Annihilate is dope as hell.
let's exclude the first 5 gens. All right. Think of a Pokemon that you're like the fucking design's dope. We're also gonna minus any fucking extras. All right, mainstream fucking ones that you can acquire in every mainstream game.
I mean, Annihilate, Toxtricity's dope.
Toxtricity was the first one that stood out to me, bro, because I'm like, okay, that's actually kind of fire.
None of the Decidueye.
Okay, this
Decidueye is sick.
This is a variant, and it goes against kind of what I said. But Galarian Zigzagoon was one of my favorite additions they ever did.
Well, because Obstagoon.
Yeah. Obstagoon looks dope. The overall design of it's fucking fire. All right. Okay, so can we be real here? Fire Red and Leaf Green were the ones where I was like, okay, this is how you do a remake, and this is great. But then whenever they actually came out with Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I was like, oh, this is how you improve upon an original game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like Fire Red and Leaf Green, they did the whole thing where you went through the whole mainline story quest of the original red, blue, green, all that shit. And you fucking then went on to do the Sevi Islands, which were 7 islands where you could go and catch newer Pokemon, shit like that. Basically, what it was released as was to fill the decks between fucking Emerald and Sapphire and Ruby, because you remember how with Sapphire and Ruby they cut down to like a dex that was like only, what was it, 201? I think they had 201. They cut down to a dex of 201, but in Emerald they had the full national dex. Remember that?
Yeah.
All right. So Fire Red and Leaf Green was created as those ones that fucking filled the gap between, Sapphire and Ruby versus fucking.
Have you ever played Alpha Sapphire or Omega Ruby? So it's the remakes of, obviously, Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah, I've seen them. They're fire. They look great.
They did something.
I like
different.
how they go off and do a fucking Deoxys fucking event and everything else.
Yeah, okay.
That is so fucking.
But there's
cool to
other
me.
things that they added that I think like really add. If you're a Pokemon fan that watched the movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Outside of the first and second movie, which the Mewtwo movie, and then fucking the one with Ho-Oh-Lugia and the fucking birds, I didn't watch any other movies.
So you never watched the third one with Entei?
No.
It's considered the best one.
They can suck my dick. The first one was the best one.
Okay, that's fine, but a lot of people consider the third one the best one.
That's great for them. They're autistic.
Okay, I watched the movies all the way up until he was out of Gen 3.
Okay.
So I watched all of those movies.
Fair enough.
Okay? I actually watched a couple movies here and there after Gen 3, but like didn't follow them in order. But in the Gen 3 movies, there's a movie where Ash becomes friends with Latios. Okay?
I remember seeing parts of that. Yeah.
Okay? And when Ash becomes friends with Latios, if Ash blows the flute, Latios will come and help him, like fly him somewhere, right?
Yeah.
In an emergency. So in the game, after you found Latios, which was like after like Gym 7 or whatever, you could then Latios would then be your friend and you could use the flute. So even if he wasn't in your party, if you had him in your box, because you could catch him,
Yeah.
you could use the flute and use fly. So it was the first time ever you could have the ability to fly in a game without having to have a Pokemon know fly in your party. Okay? Which was dope.
Okay.
But what made it even better was it was the opposite of what it used to be. It used to be you click on the town you want to go to, you press fly. Okay? Now you're actually on Latios above the map.
Yeah.
And then all the POIs have like a little symbol above them. And then you manually fly yourself around the map.
I want you to do yourself a favor. That's a cool feature. All right.
But they also added a bunch of islands that only showed up on certain days of the week where you could go and jump into a portal and have a random chance to find other mythics.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
things like
heard
that.
about that. Yeah.
Okay. And then
Like you hopped on Soul Galileo or something like, or
no, you would go through the mirror and it'd be like one of the spirit pixies from Gen 4.
okay.
You know what I mean? Stuff like
Which
that.
one am I thinking of where you hopped on like one of the fucking legendaries for that?
Sun and Moon.
Sun and Moon? Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. If I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you about this, and if you fucking get a laptop that can run it, or if your laptop can't run it, get a Game Boy or a GameCube emulator and try this out. Pokemon Coliseum.
Okay.
So, you play as a fucking a former member of what's called Team Snagamon there, but it's an evolution of Team Rocket.
Are you packing it or what?
Yeah, here in a fucking second. Can I talk, or like, do I just gotta shut the fuck up and let you know?
Oh no, I thought you packed it already, and I was gonna smoke while you were talking.
All right, yeah, no, I haven't yet.
Jesus Christ.
But anyways, fucking so Team Snagam's like an evolution of Team Rocket, where they finally developed an arm that can take any Pokeball and change it into like a fucking ball that can steal Pokemon from other people.
Okay.
Right? And they have also developed it to where they can make Shadow Pokemon, which are stronger Pokemon. Like, basically fucking the same idea as Shadow Pokemon.
Yeah, Mewtwo.
Go.
Yeah,
And-
Mewtwo
yeah.
has he would steal people's Pokemon.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So it's basically the same idea as that. Whenever they caught them, they became Shadow Pokemon. All right. Now, your job was you were going to try to shut down this organization, and along the way, you find a girl that can spot Shadow Pokemon. All right. So you can catch, like, and this is the cool thing about it. And this is why I liked having Coliseum whenever I was younger. I played a lot of the fucking Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire, and shit. So, like, I could take those cartridges, plug them in, and just transfer over any fucking purified Pokemon I had to fucking the cartridge. All right? So I could get all 3 starters, fucking a bunch of Pokemon from the original games and shit. But either way, the whole storyline's fucking dope, bro. You go through, you meet Celebi and shit, bro. Like, dude, it's, other than Pokemon Gale of Darkness, hands down one of the best off-brand fucking Pokemon games I've ever seen. Oh, no way. It's coming to Switch, huh?
Yeah, so based on recent reports and
Nice.
rumors, Pokemon Coliseum and its sequel, Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, are planned to release on the Nintendo Switch 2.
Coliseum's fire. All right. Gale of Darkness is good, but Coliseum's fire. Dude, the final battle is probably the most insane shit. You fight fucking all 3 of the birds and I believe Mewtwo for fucking the Coliseum.
We have to pay attention that it's supposed to be, the information for it's going to be released on February 27th.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So what do you think about Pokemon doing their 30th anniversary fucking for the TCG?
I think it's just going to be as gay as when they did the 25 one during COVID.
I like the 25 though. Whenever I did the
But the problem is everybody's collecting it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like
the
it's not
celebration
gonna-
set was hard.
Yeah.
Okay? Like I completed my celebration set for all the special cards.
but 5 million other people did too.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what sucks about it.
exactly.
Is like,
You can't do, like, in my opinion, it should have been a little bit more exclusive. You know what I mean?
I think
The
that
only card that was hard to get was the Umbreon Star.
if they don't appeal to nostalgia, I don't care. Right? So some of the rumors, have you seen the potential Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle cards?
Do you want to know what I think would be fire?
Have you seen the
No.
Okay, so they're pixelated like from the game.
That's
So the
fire.
card
Yeah,
is
that would be
literally
cool.
the
You could
card
sell me on
is
that.
literally a pixelated, like them in battle in the game.
You could sell me on that.
Yeah, so
All right.
that makes me excited
Yeah.
if they're doing it that way.
Yeah.
But if you're just
But,
gonna make the cards the same way you're making the new cards,
Here's another one that they could sell me on.
and then
too.
you just put the little stamp on it, I'm not interested.
Here's another one they could sell me on too. Full art versions with actual fucking backgrounds of the original cards. Like, you know how Mewtwo was originally just like Mewtwo in the middle with like a purple background?
Mm-hmm.
Make it a full art fucking like whole scenery behind him, but with that original stance and like artwork of him.
I think you need to
would
go.
like, and I'm not talking about like as specialties. I'm talking about like the whole set is like that. And then the
So-
specialties are more or less like alternate arts, secret rares, and fucking like, you know, gold cards, fucking shit like that. You know what I mean?
I think they went too heavy last time on the card nostalgia, right? So they made remakes of old cards. Okay,
That were
What
all
I think-
bangers. Yeah.
What I think they need to do this time is make brand new cards based on nostalgia from the games shows, and cards.
And that's what my idea and your idea both play off. I agree with that on that aspect. I would really like to see.
Imagine a card. Imagine a Pikachu card where it's Ash versus Brock, and he's hitting that Onyx with the fucking lightning bolt that shouldn't hurt it.
Wait, so you're talking about anime moments from the card?
Yeah,
That would be a cool idea.
No, that plus the pixel one. So like the game version of like, because you're gonna have 4 or 5 Pikachus. You know what I mean? So why wouldn't you do it that way?
There was this off-brand Pokemon called Iron and Silver that was so good, but I can't find it anywhere online.
Well, that's because Pikachu sued him off the planet.
Yeah, I mean, just like Power World, they're trying to get rid of it. They can't. Because Power World's actually good.
But I think they need to lean deep into all, because like, if you want it to be special, if you want the 30th anniversary to be special, you literally have to like appeal to all of them, right?
Let's be real here. They're not going to try to go hard for the 30th anniversary. The one that they're probably going to aim to go super hard in is might be in development now is the 50th anniversary. You know what I mean?
20 years from now?
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay.
I mean, they're putting. I guarantee you, they're putting thought into that at least because they know they got a longevity type product. You know what I mean? So like any card that they might have designed that is like fucking, wow, that's like the epitome of what we could ever do art wise, or like this is what the fans really want. I don't think you're going to see it until fucking 50th anniversary.
I don't want to be a pessimist here, but there's 2 things why I think that won't be the case. Pokemon has been the most profitable brand for 3 years running. I don't think they want to fail on the 4th year. I think they want to continue that streak. As well as, if you're Japan, you're a Japan company.
And by all means, you might be right on what you just said. But I still feel like they have gold, like, I'm not saying gold cards, but like, you know, golden egg cards in their back pocket. They have been saving for a 50th anniversary.
Here's another thing I think about sometimes. And unfortunately, it's where my brain's at because the news sucks so much. If you're a economist or a financial advisor in Japan and you're looking at what the United States is going through, are you really planning on not making the money now and hoping that in 20 years you'll make more money?
They're a global brand.
No, I understand that, but most of their money comes from America and Japan.
True.
So like,
I mean, I'm not going to argue with you on that, but I feel like they definitely, obviously we know Pokemon has a card vault, right?
yes.
Where they take prints of every different card and keep it in that vault. All right.
Yes.
Who's to say that there's cards that are unreleased in that vault? And the 50th anniversary is whenever they're like, every unreleased card is coming out.
There's just a window of nostalgia. Like in 2000, for the 50th anniversary, we're talking 20 years from now.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm going to be in my 50s, cuz.
And now I'll be 50.
You know what I mean? Am I still going to want to buy things?
Yes, I would.
I don't know. But I do
honestly,
know that most people our age still that like Pokemon would be
and also
amped up about this.
Now,
we're in prime nostalgia period.
I kind of want to build off what you're saying right now with the age range. At that age range, let's be real here. Most people at that age range are more financially stable than what we are now.
Right.
Okay, so like if you know that nostalgia's there, wouldn't you want to appeal to that and be like, well, these are old people that are thinking about retirement. Maybe they're thinking like, oh, I can get a cash cow on a card or two or something like that. You know what I mean?
No, I'm both things are true, but I'm genuinely saying that I think they're better off going for the nostalgia now and then doing something crazy. Like
I'm not disagreeing with you.
What if for the 50th they start unveiling like cards from the vault? You know what I mean? Doing
That's
stuff like
what
that.
I'm saying.
But I'm specifically talking about the nostalgia. What nostalgia do we have? We have the original games. We have the original anime. We have the original movie.
I could see the pixelated
so like the
thing.
pixel thing. The scenes from Ash fighting somebody, like all of those make sense to me for right now.
I think for their 50th anniversary, it will target more of my group. I don't know, dude. Like, okay.
Well, they'll have more groups to target.
Exactly.
So, like, in the 50th anniversary, they won't just be targeting us. They'll be targeting
cards are probably going to be what I said originally, where it's the full art versions of the original cards from like fucking 1990. You know what I mean? Like. And then like the under chase cards, not the fucking top dollar cards, but like, you know, the cards that you're like, oh, I would like that are going to be from his era. You know what I mean?
I tend to think of it a little bit differently. I don't know which one of us is right, but I'm just saying that like it's hard for me to, with the greed of people and how aggressively Pokemon sues people. So obviously they have a certain amount of greed. I don't know why they wouldn't do their best idea possible. Because there's a lot of hype behind this 30th anniversary. There was
a lot of hype around the fucking 25th, though.
But it was also COVID. You know what I mean?
But that was supposed to be like for the. Okay, I've done more research into it since then, and I'm not saying you haven't, but like fucking Pokemon, when they were trying to do that, was like they were like, okay, we see the market for COVID, and we're like, and we're going to capitalize on that. And at the moment, they did what they thought was the best possible idea to capitalize upon it. They appealed to all generations. All right. So like they appealed to me and you with like the OG Pikachu card, where it was like, okay, it's the chubby Pikachu, but it's just a blown up art. All right. Then they appealed to like, let's say his generation with the fucking whited out Zekrom. They appealed to other generations with like the Star Umbreon. Like they appeal, like they basically.
So they already used up their cachet on the cards.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why I'm saying they got to
makes sense why
they got to take and build over the next couple of years in order for them to actually cash in again majorly. Think about it. They that was their 25th anniversary and they cashed in then.
If we're just looking at what they're
doing,
doing,
25
think about what they're doing right now without it being the anniversary. What are we seeing? A bunch of trainer rares.
Yeah,
So they're already leaning into the anime style, like, oh, this guy has this Pokemon, so we have that person, like Brock's this or whatever, and then Ash's Pikachu, Misty Starmie, Ethan's Typhlosion, stuff like that. They're already leaning into that a little bit.
And I like
so
that.
They're kind of going down that path already. I just don't see why they would say, you know what, we're not going to do what's going to work, and we're going to wait 20 years for it.
Here's where I'm going to kind of piss you off. Like Japan's like release of the TCG, they're actually further ahead of us because they had like Red's Pikachu fucking 20 years ago. You know what I mean? Whereas we just got Red's Pikachu in a set fucking 5 years ago. Right? So like well, there's a lot of cards that have been released in Japan that we also haven't seen. So I think what they're going to do until the 50th anniversary is just fucking release cards here in America that we haven't seen, that they've seen in Japan we haven't seen yet. Also, they might pull a card or two from the vault. I'm not going to say that's not wrong, but overall, they know what we want as fans, all right? And they know what we want in the generation, and they're going to aim whenever we have disposable income.
But here's the thing, bro, is that you have to understand that, like, Japan's not stupid. What's some of the most fastest growing YouTube channels right now are Pokemon card opening channels and stuff like that.
Yes.
So, like, we're starting to become hip to what you just said.
Yeah.
So they know that. They can't just keep doing that. If they release super cool cards in Japan and they don't release them in America, the Americans will just start buying the Japanese ones and opening them on the streams. Okay, you know what I mean?
And I agree to that, and that's what's been happening is people are getting the Japanese sets and getting cards that are like pre-released to what the fucking Americans
So
are.
if you're in the boardroom of Pokemon and you're like, okay, we're about to have this 30th anniversary, America's hyped as shit for it. We're dropping Heart Gold, Soul Silver on Nintendo Switch 2.
That's gonna be fire.
It's gonna be so fire.
But
like we're doing all this stuff for the Americans. You know what I mean? We might as well integrate the new cards with the new cards, and then imagine that. Imagine like you hold off. So now a card that you said they released the Ash's Pikachu 10 years ago, and then they released it to us 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Now imagine if they have cards like that they wait another 20 years on. So now at the 50th, there would be exclusive American cards, which would have never happened before.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
No, which you're saying something different to me. So if you're right and I'm right, we're both right.
But I'm talking about completely unreleased cards from the vault, bro. And like, here's another thing that they could do to make it even more crazy. Is like those completely unreleased cards from the vault. They could release them individually to continents. You know what I mean? Shit like that.
I don't think they would do that. They become a global brand.
But I mean, look at fucking Pokemon Go. In order for you to fucking complete your Pokédex, you'd have to travel the fucking world.
Yeah, but also that's a CIA operation to map the planet. So
no, I'm not gonna disagree with that. That's a good possibility too. But they already have fucking the other version of it that other people were using for years before that Pokemon's built upon. I forget what it's called.
But did you read what he said? It could be me, but I think soon your group won't be the one focused on, and they will start focusing on the people in the late 20s.
And I've been wanting to address this, and because it kind of ties into what you're saying. So, like, think about it today, all right? The ones that are targeted for scams and shit are fucking boomers. Now, the reason we call them scams are because they're fucking, they're blatant. We're moving into an economy where, like, fucking even our big corporations are adopting the scammer, like, mentality where it's like, okay. Like, let's be real here. Pokemon realizes we release on certain days, and people can track what days we release on, and end up fucking scalping up our fucking boxes and selling them for a higher price. We don't care because we're paid, right? So like, they still, like, everybody knows the schedule for Pokemon releases for different fucking stores and shit. They still go there, fucking scalpers get them, fucking, and then resell them for higher value, right? It's a fucking cycle. It's bullshit. How out of the fucking collection that you got, how many things did you get at MSRP? Let's be real here. Name the items that you name.
I mean, at the beginning, everything.
Yeah, me too.
And then they came out with 2 of the shittiest pull rate sets of all time. And I spent too much money on getting nothing. So then I started buying cards individually. But I'm a unique case. So I would buy cards that I knew wouldn't grow in value because I wanted the card.
Whenever I say MSRP, I mean at Walmart prices. Because even at your fucking local card shop, they're not charging you MSRP.
Okay.
All right? So unless you bought it from Walmart, Target, something like that, you're probably not getting it for MSRP.
Well, a bunch of the boxes I got were for less than I was getting at Walmart.
I don't understand that.
Well, the Magic Dungeon was selling the same boxes.
He did have some sales. I remember him doing.
Yeah,
that.
I bought those Crown Zenith boxes for $20 less than at Walmart.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I remember that. You're absolutely. Yeah, he's a G for that. Other places can't do that.
He still does it.
Yeah, I might be hitting him up. But anyway, let's not talk about that. Let's not. Dude, we should give out our fucking plug.
Yeah, it's fine, dude. This guy's in fucking $10 or whatever.
But
where are you from, Clay? Oh, it's a thing. It's a thing. We've been getting an influx of foreign people in our show. So are you from America or are you from other? And if you are from other, where? And you have to give no other information other than that. We're not trying to do any weird shit.
What I'd like to say is, like, these businesses are going to be adapting scammer tactics basically more or less in the future, I would say. And, you know, one of the biggest scammer tactics is playing upon nostalgia and shit like that. So we're going to be, like, the older people that have expendable income, we're going to be the target of fucking, you know, scams, basically, from corporations at that point.
I look at it a little bit different. Now, hear me out.
I'm listening.
Let me explain. I think that...
You think Nintendo ain't about the bottom line?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
I think they're going to do both, but at a different degree, right? So they will always cater to us in a certain sense, okay? Because we are the OGs, we will have expendable money, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
But you have to cater to the people that are about to grow out of it.
Yeah.
Okay? The people that are about to not care anymore. So what he said,
the Pokédex hits to like 10,000.
what he said there is, your group won't be focused on. They will start focusing on people in their late 20s. They're gonna do that.
That's gonna be our last hurrah.
Well, no, they're gonna focus on those guys because you can't let them slip.
Yeah.
Because like the only way you're getting
50th anniversary,
the only reason
will
we'll
be
still
our
be
generation's
viable at
last
50
hurrah,
is
bro.
because they've had us hooked this whole time.
Yeah.
I still get pumped for stuff.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So that's why. So like you don't need to keep focusing on us. I'm already hooked. You know what I mean? So now when the 20s people, because the landscape of life is changing for them and everything like that, you have to drop something that tickles their nostalgia a little bit early.
Yes.
So they stay hooked.
Listen, bro, and again,
He lives in Canada.
what I'm about to say also fucking builds upon fucking everything else. It would be our last hurrah to the Pokemon franchise. All right, at the 50th anniversary, most of us are at that point where we have the expendable income, and if it's going to be anything, this is our last investment in Pokemon. You know what I mean? Like, at that point, we're going to be like, let's let go of the fucking childhood nostalgia. I'm getting this for one last cool purpose. Like, fucking, you know? So,
But that's still what we'll get.
so,
I disagree a little bit. Just on that'll be a less investment. If I'm 50 and buying Pokemon, I'm not buying it because I'm fit and I have expendable money. I'm not buying it because I want it to be my cash cow.
I'm not saying
I'm buying it because I want it.
Exactly.
So
That's the whole point
so
of
you have
expendable
to
money,
you have to
bro.
bring something to me that I want.
Bro, that's the whole point of expendable money. That's not saying it's like an investment or something. Like me and you bought Pokemon cards with the idea of like fucking okay, certain cards might be valuable in the future, but at the same time, I also like these cards. You know what I mean?
Chat. Give me some opinions. Are we both saying the same thing, just aggressively, or what?
I think you're just not like I'm basically saying that like that's going to be our last fucking thing of like we know this generation is at the point of like this isn't going to be an investment for them. They're not trying to save these cards. This is just like nostalgia selling out. This is the last time we can ever sell nostalgia to this group. Let's go hard as fuck. So our group will be targeted for like the super rares, the illustrator rares, all those super fucking crazy cards. But they're going to be fucking things that we always wanted as the fan base, as our fan group, is what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is that they could release those now and then
It
not
would
release
still
them
work
again.
out.
Yeah. And then 20 years from now, be like, oh, we revisited it, just like Celebrations.
It's a
You see what I'm
possibility.
saying? It's like,
it's a
that's
possibility.
kind of what I'm getting
but-
at, is they can release stuff now and then repackage them in the future for us.
And here's
Because
the
what if I don't
here's
get what
the
I'm looking for?
Here's the only argument I would say is that I feel like it would be more profitable to save that for the last hurrah as opposed to fucking like as a reprint. I don't
know.
Just that's just my that's the only point where I feel like we might differ on it, and to me that's a minute point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just think that they should definitely, like, there's no reason for them not to do it now. Like, to save it for 20 years
I'm not going to argue with that.
financially
There's no
doesn't make the most sense.
I'm not going to argue with you. There's no reason, but like at the same rate, like we know they've had a vault for 25 years and they just pulled cards out the vault that we never seen before. Like, okay, prime
But they
example,
also spent the last 20 years thinking they were going to end up being Digimon or Yu-Gi-Oh.
prime example though, that full art Pikachu, that's originally what the card was supposed to be. They just didn't want to do full arts at the time. All right, if you look into that full art fucking chubby Pikachu that released with the Celebration set, that card was drawn up 25 years ago, bro. They put it in the vault and held it. So what's not to say that they don't have something in there right now that hasn't been released since day one? You know what I mean?
Or even crazier,
Like here's like hold up, this kind of
well,
popular.
I have one.
I got a good one here though. We all know about the fucking like how there's cut Pokemon from fucking like, you know, the first gen, second gen, right? What if in the future they release those Pokemon as actual lines and shit, just refined? But like for the 50th anniversary or something like that, they could also play on that fucking nostalgia of us knowing the fucking fact of like we knew about those Pokemon that weren't released, but also they became Pokemon later on. And then those fucking the kids that it became Pokemon for, they also buy into that, and like they go with the original designs on the card, like, you know, a lot more intricate.
How about
like,
this?
You get what I'm saying though?
No, I
Like,
understand what you're saying.
that could be a fire ass idea there
And
too.
so is this. This doesn't discount yours. This is an and also.
Okay.
Okay? A lot of the original cards, so like grass Pokemon, so Butterfree, Caterpie, other like grass Pokemon from the time, right?
What time do you want to go till?
Oh, another 10 minutes.
No, let's go fucking for a while.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm running out of steam.
All right.
They came from a single picture. So
Yeah.
there's posters, like portraits or paintings on the Pokemon Company's wall in their lobby of like the original artist drawing a scene.
Yeah.
Okay, of the Pokemon.
Well,
hold on.
they're
Let me finish.
They're starting to fucking do the sets like you're about to talk about, where like they have like one Pokemon, but it feeds into other fucking.
Yes.
Pokemon.
Okay.
They're starting to do
Now
sets
the
like
OG
that. That's a specific fucking that's a specific artist that does that, man.
Okay. Well, there's original ones like Butterfree, Caterpie, Metapod, Beedrill. All are in the same fucking painting.
Yes.
In the Pokemon head office, right? So what if for the 50th they just released the line?
I mean,
Of,
that's a possibility.
Like
too.
if they can fit it into the thing, or they release a tag team where it's the Butterfree line tag team with the Beedrill line, and that's the card, and it's the whole card. You know what I mean? Like there's so many things that they could do. There's so many things they could do. You can't even predict what they're gonna do, and that's the bottom line, because Obama Snow said so.
Okay.
All right, enough of the economics of Pokemon and anniversaries. What's your Pokemon pressing questions in the chat? Let's rattle them off. We got 10 minutes.
We can go fucking forever, dude. I don't give a fuck. Obviously, she wants to go do something else, so I'm over it.
Okay. This is not a time to air out grievances. We're talking Pokemon.
I'll do whatever I want.
I'm talking Pokemans.
Me having a piss, is that a grievance?
Nope, I'm waiting on the chat.
Okay.
Which is your Pokemon what if? What if? Okay.
I'll fix that in a second.
My Pokemon what if. Okay. What if in the future, because Blastoise and Golem both have the same shape head, Golem and Blastoise are from the same ancient line? Or, okay, well, one of my favorite theories is that Ash Ketchum didn't get Pikachu by accident. That if you watch the fourth movie, Pokemon and Celebi, the one with Celebi, that Ash meets a guy, and that guy meets Ash and admires his relationship with Pikachu. And then at the end of the movie, there's a quote that suggests that that person was Professor Oak in the future. Because Ash goes back in time. Okay? So, in the fourth movie with the Celebi or whatever, Ash is going along, so he goes back in time, and he's with this person, and they go and they save the world or whatever. They save the forest. And at the end of the movie, the person, when Ash and Pikachu leave, he basically says, I admire how much him and that Pikachu get along. And then somebody else says, come on, are you coming, Sam? Or whatever the fuck his name is, right?
Yeah.
And then you find out in season 5 of Pokemon that Professor Oak's first name is that name. So the theory is that Professor Oak didn't give Ash Pikachu on accident, that he gave Ash Pikachu on purpose because he knew what they would become. That's a hear me out right there. And then here's another hear me out. Ash's dad is a Ditto.
100%.
Ash's dad fucked Ash's mom as a human. And now Ash has plot armor because he's a Ditto, partly.
We about to game?
I work in the morning, so I'll be on the Xbox, but I don't know what I'll be doing.
Do you want to play some like Yu-Gi-Oh maybe?
I'd probably rather not play Yu-Gi-Oh. I like playing Yu-Gi-Oh when I'm sober. Because it's too hard to read.
I don't like that because I just send it half the time. I read half the effect and I'm like, that'll work.
Well, you see what happened last night. It's twice. I was like, ooh, it says I can do this move. I should do this move. And then the move bit me in the ass hard as hell.
I see it. I see the chat. It was
so like if Neil's on and he wants to play for the king,
I'm with it.
I'm down with that.
Neil, please, for the king, daddy.
If you guys want to play some Rocket League, I'm down.
Because apparently I'm going to be alone tonight.
Yay!
Yeah. I might make it a permanent thing.
That's your call, sir. I have no input on that. Somebody's got to find your replacement.
Yeah, I can play. Thank you, daddy.
You know, they never exit out of a situation without a backup plan. Well, sometimes you need to fucking make a backup plan.
I don't know. It's weird. We ain't gonna talk about shit right now. Is all I'm gonna say.
I try not to talk about it on stream, but you keep bringing it up. Are we about to end stream?
Yeah, more than likely,
so
big dog.
We go from 6. The podcast goes from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Tuesday. I mean, if you have a topic you want to talk about, Sam, answer his questions. Well, what is your Pokemon what if, or what is your Pokemon hear me out? Oh, I got one real quick. Hear me out. Electivire is the worst added in after the fact evolution design-wise of all time. Electabuzz is so fucking cool. Elekid is cool as hell. Electivire sucks a bag of donkey dicks.
All right. My what if is, what if Ditto gets an evolution? Would it still retain its ability to transform into anything, or would it become its own being? And how would that affect it in its evolution?
I think it'd become stupid like Dunsparce. It'd just be a super tall Ditto.
That's a good possibility.
So like, I think it would be a Ditto that takes the shape of you, but has better attack and stuff. Like it gives a boost to everything you have. So it's almost like a shadow. You know what I mean?
And my Pokemon hear me out is Mew is stronger than Mewtwo. All right. The reason stating.
Okay. Continue what you're saying, and then when he gets back, you answer that. By the way, the hear me out is more of a question of having sex with Pokemon. This kid's a freak.
Oh. Never mind. Let me
Wait till
fix
he's
that up.
back. Wait till he's back, though. Finish what you were saying.
All right. So, my hear me out is that Mew is stronger than Mewtwo. All right. If there's anything that we learned, it's hard to clone the original, right? And to beat the original, you have to be better than the original. So if you are already struggling and not better than the original upon birthright, then or fucking at your best level, then it's impossible for you to beat the original.
I've always looked at it like this. Mew was always better than Mewtwo, but Mew is a pacifist. So it'd be like if a UFC fighter went into a
Mew
cage.
thinks he's playing the whole time is the thing. If you watch fucking back on the old Pokemon movie, it looks like Mew thinks he's playing.
Right. That'd be like if a UFC fighter went into a fight thinking it was a spar, and the other guy went in trying to murder him.
Trying to prove a point, yes.
But it also ended with you not winning as the guy trying to murder the other guy. I feel like that's a loss for you. Because the other guy didn't even know he was actually in a fight. So, like, I've always looked at Mew as way more powerful, and that's why it never made sense to me Mewtwo had 100 HP and Mew had 50. The fact that Mew has 50 HP on a card is so disrespectful.
Well, time out. Let's go back to the games.
He's back from the ads. Talk about fucking Pokemon.
Oh,
Hit it.
we're talking about fuckability on Pokemon? Well, that's a good. That is a good question. Like the obvious answer is Lopunny. If we're being like the straight up like basic bitch answer.
Either that or Gardevoir.
No. Yeah, those two are the basic bitch answers.
Okay,
But,
hear
like,
me out.
But like, if I'm talking about Pokemon that could probably throw it back, let me get a female Machamp, dog.
If she knew how to control the teeth, Mawile would be a gulper, dog. Mawile would be a fucking gulper, dude.
No, time out, bro.
If she could control
Nope.
the teeth,
Nope, time out. I've changed my answer completely. All right,
based on just what I just said.
time out, bro. Hear me out. I've had my ass ate before. That shit fire.
Okay,
All right.
Wicked Tongue.
Wicked Tongue's it.
Yeah, okay.
100%.
I feel like that's more for women. That's more for
No,
women.
man, fuck that. If I had a lick of tongue and a bitch, I'm in there, cuz.
Yo, if women aren't attracted to Beedrill, what are we even doing? Oh, are you hoes or not?
But dude, but I don't know that poison sting, poison jab.
Condoms, bro.
Poison jab. Hey, man, that's crazy.
Trojan can stop the poison jab.
Wait, was there still more in that? Or did you add more? What are we doing?
I was just opening this because it was still in there, and you put weed in there, so I don't want you to leave thinking you left weed. Don't do basic answer. What are you talking? We're not doing basic answers. A Mawile's a good answer.
I literally
cuz.
skipped basic answers, bro. Just to go the
Mawile's a
fuck my-
good answer. Look up Mawile, and if she can't, and if you're
A
telling me,
female Machamp throwing it back would be so fire.
hell no, shut the fuck up.
What?
What?
Female Machamp throwing it back?
There's no such thing as a
Muscle
female
mommy.
Machamp.
Muscle mommy, cuz.
Nah, dude. There's
Dude,
no such thing as a female Machamp.
If you
dude.
put it in gothic makeup, it's basically
Hell no. That's the craziest disrespectful thing you've ever said on this whole show. That's insane, dog.
I
That's
knew
insane.
that would get you, bro.
That's insane.
Hey,
I
I
don't
clip
even-
that.
Okay, bet. He said that before we said our answers. Also, hear me out. Jinx got the DSLs.
But that's basic.
And she's light skinned.
That's basic too, real shit. I'd fucking Kambuskin because that shit be warm.
I get a hand job from an Apom.
Wait, no, not Kambuskin. No, not Kambuskin. That feels weird. Blaziken. Kambuskin feels weird.
Could you imagine getting a hand job from an Apom?
What?
A hand job from an Apom.
Ambipom?
Whatever. they're called.
Whoa, the Ambipom go hard, cuz.
Let's see. What else is there?
I gotta finish this drink and get ready to go here soon, big dog. She's outside. She's been outside for a hot minute, cuz.
Beg your pardon, sir.
Can I sit on your lap before I go? Just as a
Fuck no, I'll kill your whole family.
I just need a morale boost. Offer me the best for the stream. Offer me the best morale boost you can.
The best morale boost you can.
Some sort of physical contact has to be involved.
Nah, I'm good. Be sad.
Nah, dude. Morale
Nah,
boost
bro,
with-
you're not gonna present yourself to me. You're not gonna turn to me, open your legs, and open yourself wide like this and be like, touch me, make me feel good. And I oblige.
It could
That's
be a
gay.
handshake, though.
No, I ain't handshaking shit.
That's crazy.
Ain't nothing shaking over here.
That's crazy, bro.
Only thing I'm shaking is my head. No.
Gosh, you big dog. I'll never give you some positive affirmation in your life again, dog. Fuck you.
You're not asking for positive affirmation. You're asking for sensual touching.
I
That's
said it could be a handshake. How's that sensual?
because, bro, you're getting some weird fucking thing out of it. Why do you
You
want?
feel that way, not me. That makes
Yeah,
you
I'm
gay.
homophobic.
That makes you gay.
No, I hate gays.
You just question if you're gay.
I'm not gay, and I'm so not gay. It pisses me off when anybody asks me to be remotely gay.
That feels like closeted gay.
Sure. Whatever you want to tell yourself, bud. Wait, what? I mean, this guy is always talking about clapping my cheeks, like doing weird stuff, and because I'm straight,
I mean,
it's a problem.
Actually, what Pokemon is built like you? Snorlax. I'd smash his lax, dog.
I was a baby Munchlax, and now I've evolved.
I'd smash a lax, dude. Real shit.
Dude, the only thing that they ever do in the anime is like Charizard's got a bow on it. Like, oh, it's a female Charizard. It's got a bow on it. Like, they don't change. Like, Machamp don't look like a chick just because she got pink eyeliner on or whatever the fuck. Like, it's not fucking hot.
All right, would you fuck Nidoqueen?
No.
Defending it, dog.
Nah, I can't do tails.
That's the thing. You take that tail, you throw it up on your shoulder, and you just go at it, bro.
Yeah, that's how I know you're a freak, bro.
Oh.
Nah, bro. I just don't need to come that bad. Like, you're a problem. You're a problem, actually. This guy's a problem. No wonder he knows all the fucking secondary porn sites. This guy's an issue.
This guy will just box you up. This guy will put you in fucked up positions.
Yeah, I'll look into your eyes sensually and be like, you're so beautiful, and then thrust my ass off.
I'll fucking step on your fucking face while I hit it doggy style.
No, that's also regular.
Oh.
You would fuck weird things. That's the difference.
No, I wouldn't fucking couch, dude. That's
Dude,
weird.
no, we're
I
not
wouldn't-
talking about
no,
couches.
real shit. I wouldn't fuck things. That's crazy. Women.
Lily?
Nah, Ampharos. That neck would be crazy. Ampharos's neck would be so crazy.
I heard
Hey.
you wanted to use my Lotic as
Hey.
a condom.
And if realistically, fucking it has the control over voltage like it does, you could do just like a light enough voltage that it feels fucking crazy, cuz.
You see what I'm saying? This guy got you to try to deny the allegations. And he's over here like,
I didn't deny shit. It's
and
just like,
he's like,
that's
if you
crazy.
put a baby sheep on your dick,
I said Ampharos. That's a fully grown fucking
if you put
llama.
an adolescent sheep,
That's a llama.
if you
That's
put
a
an
fucking
adolescent,
lightning llama,
if
dude.
you put a lightning llama on your dick, like, come on, bruh.
And you're saying Lily would be crazy? Nah, dude. Ampharos has the better control over the voltage. You know what I mean?
No, he's not talking about Mareep, you dumb fuck.
Oh, whoops. Wrong fucking one, dude. Flygon go hard.
No,
Oh, wait.
Lily, dude, you're actually so retarded.
I'm in trouble now.
This is Lily.
Yeah, what's up, Mom? What's
Alright.
what size?
Mute that for a second.
Hell yeah. I'm on my podcast right now, you know that? Hell yeah, dude. What's up, dude? You want to say hi? Hold up. No, you're not live yet. Hold up. This is my mom, chat.
Say hello. Hell yeah.
Hell
This is
yeah.
Sam's mom. Now, what do you have to say about your son talking for the last 10 minutes about the fact that he would fuck mythical creatures?
My son's retarded.
She said he's retarded. Chat,
Hell yeah,
confirmed?
chat.
Confirmed.
All right. Bye, Mom.
Bye.
And chat, we'll end it on that. It's been a good day. I hope to see you all here next Tuesday. Be back for another wild and wonderful adventure. We are West Virginia Podcasts.
Oh, dude, where's the fucking... I fucked up, chat. He's plugged in.
Oh my god, he fucking ruined it.
I ruined it, chat! I'm not blowing him, chat. I promise.
I would never let that happen.
He would.
You're actually so insane for that. It's unbelievable.
You know, this third game's crazy. All right, chat. We out here.
Yeah.
Anything you want to do before we go?
No, I'm good.
No raids, nothing. We got
Yeah,
5
we're good,
viewers,
we're good.
nothing. All right,
We're good.
bet.